Okay, here we go. And welcome everybody to our first ever 3v3 slash maybe it's a 2v2 tournament. I really don't know what to say at this point. We've kind of run into some issues. We'll talk about them though. First of all, I am your host, the Dad Plays. This is my illustrious colleague, the Son Plays. How you doing, son?
Well, Dad, it's a great day to play some Rocket League. Let's get into it.
Indeed, indeed. And on that note, so this started off as a 3v3 tournament. However, in the last minute here, life has kind of gotten in the way, and now it turns out we've only got one of our four teams with three players. So apparently we're going to be doing a 2v2 tournament. How do you think that's going to impact the mindset of these teams today?
Well, all I can say is, flexibility is important, but you know what? We've all been through a lot the last couple of years, and flexibility has been kind of the name of the game for a while. So I think that these players might be able to roll with it. We're still going to get some great games.
Well, indeed, indeed. And so, with that being said, I'll tell you what, let's talk about the teams that we have coming up today. So, first up on the list, we have uh, the Alaskan Ball Bashers. And this team consists of, well, originally it consisted of Kami, who's a champ one, Vortexic, who's a champ one, and Franklet, who's a diamond one. Now, unfortunately, Vortexic has had to pull out. He is stuck in traffic, and the city in which he lives is known for traffic, so he's going to be delayed by about 2 hours. So he's not in the mix right now. Uh,
Guess in the chat which city you think it is.
yeah, yeah. Let's see it. Let's see it, chat. I see we've got Ben Cooper saying life gets in the way. Indeed, Ben, life does get in the way. So, Connor, what are your thoughts on Kami and Franklin and how they're going to be able to hold down that team?
Well, I can tell you that Kami is very positional. I've played with him in ranked a few times. Very strong player. And Franklet is a mechanical beast. Expect big things from that kid on the pitch.
I'll tell you, Diamond One, the mechanics that he has and how smart he plays, he definitely plays higher than a Diamond One, and he's the youngest guy on the server as well. But maturity is way, I would say he's more mature than most of us older guys on the server, to be honest with you. So,
He's got an old soul for sure.
indeed, indeed, and with that being said. Uh, I guess, let's talk about this next team, Braken and Eggs. And so here we've got Cactus Hugs, who's a Champ 3, Mystic Deity, with an asterisk there, we'll talk about that in a second, who's a Diamond 3, and Stop It, who's a Diamond 1. Now, this is another team that unfortunately is down a player. Mystic Deity is not to be found. We're not sure if he was called back to Valhalla or where this particular deity is, but he's not anywhere to be found currently. So we're left with Cactus Hugs at Champ 3 and Stop It at Diamond 1. What are your thoughts on these guys?
Well, I can tell you, Cactus Hugs has got great fundamentals. And you know what? He has been grinding air dribbles for hours a day. I think that his aerial game might be what pulls this team through. And Stop It, if there's anybody on this pitch who's got passion, who's got heart, who's going to hype up his teammates, who's going to be a lot of fun to watch, he's going to get in there. And I think you got to really, really, keep your head on a swivel for that guy.
Two things. Cactus Hugs, I think he's a fantastic team captain as long as he can stay focused, right? That's been an issue in the past, is making sure that he stays focused on the game and doesn't just start randomly driving elsewhere. Who knows? Stop It. He's kind of the Reynolds of this team. He's that fiery, in the pits, hyping the team up kind of guy. He's always vocal and ready to go.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
All right. So now the next team, Kachow. Um, This is the only team on the pitch right now with all three players who have reported for duty. So, and here we've got Colonel Ingus at Champ 2, Ben Dover at Champ 1, and Remo Lisi at Diamond 2. This is really a pretty stacked team when you look at the MMR levels going on here.
Yeah, and I can tell you that these players are very strong in their own rights. I have seen incredible things from Colonel Ingus. He and I have played more hours of twos together than almost any other people on this server. And Ben Dover, again, mechanical mastermind. Whatever he's doing with the ball, he's getting more than one touch. It's gonna be amazing. You just watch for him. And Remo, I can tell you, I have not seen a whole lot from this guy, but what I have seen, I've liked. He's got a great attitude, a nice level head, and he's gonna get in there. And even though he's Diamond 2, he is gonna mess some things up. You better watch out.
Yeah, Remo actually came onto the server as a friend of Stop It. And, these two guys have played together quite a bit, even though, again, we've not had a chance to play with him much. But when we have played with him, he's somewhat low key. He's not real fiery like Stop It is, but he definitely can go in and get the job done and cause some disruptions out there on the pitch.
Definitely.
All right, and now our next team and our final team, and that is the air hits different up here. A couple of things about this team. Number one, this is the only team that I know of that has a height requirement to join. All of these guys are over 6 feet tall, and that's a requirement to be on this team. And interestingly, which means if, say, Musty or Daniel or Arsenal wanted to join, they wouldn't hit the height requirement to join this team. And another interesting bit of trivia here: the air hits different up here. Their three-player aero pilot is an actual pilot. How cool is that?
Yeah, you better watch out for the aerials from that guy. I can't even imagine the precision that that Plat 2 can put on the field. It's going to be exciting. And another thing about this team, their height is not the only thing that goes through the roof. Their skill levels, their their personalities, they're all these players are over the top in the best possible way. It's going to be exciting anytime they're on the field.
Well, another interesting bit now. This is yet the third team in our group of four teams that is missing a player. So Kuznets has not reported for duty. So we're looking at, Musty Kibbles and Aero Pilot holding down the fort for this team. And that does seem to be a big disparity with a GC1 and a Plat 2. Uh, but the great thing about Aero Pilot, he's a great supportive player. I think their focus is going to be, let's just get the ball to Musty Kibbles as much as possible, and then we're going to, support him any way we can because, Musty Kibbles is certainly a force to be reckoned with on the pitch. And now that we've talked about the teams, let's take a look at the brackets. So first up, we're going to have the air hits different up here versus Breakin' and Eggs. Then we'll have Kachow versus the Alaskan Ball Bashers. What do you see going on here with this first matchup with Tada versus Breakin' and Eggs?
Yeah, well, I think this is an interesting matchup because what we're going to have is we're going to see Cactus Hugs going up against Kib. Now, in a straight up 1v1, that's already up in the air between those two because of their skill levels, with Cactus Hugs being somebody who's played as many ones as he has. I think that the real difference maker is going to be between Stop It and Aero Pilot. I want to see who's the best supportive player here, and I want to see who can hold their rotation the longest.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, when you look at just rank, Kib versus Cactus Hugs, rank wise, it's a pretty big disparity. But Cactus Hugs has so much one's experience. He is a menace on the pitch in a 1v1 matchup. So it's going to be. And as someone just put in chat, the bump game is going to be huge, and I could not agree more. That is a key strategy from Cactus Hugs. His bumps and demos are crucial, and I with him and Aero Pilot's support, I see a big part of their game plan having Cactus Hugs drive the ball downfield, then bumping last and letting Aero Pilot finish up that shot. It's going to be an interesting game to be sure.
Definitely. Really excited for this.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Should we get some teams on the pitch? That's going to be my question.
Yep, let's do it.
All right. Well, while you get everyone ready to head out on the field,
They're ready.
Um, they are ready. I am told they are ready. So let's go ahead and jump into the match. And let's see. Let me get everything queued up here. Here we go. And here we go on to the pitch. And again, keep in mind this will be a 2v2 because we've not had everybody reporting for duty.
Cactus Hugs on the wall, driving the ball past Kib, but Kib's going to be able to collect here. He's going to get a great clear right into the waiting arms of Cactus Hugs. It was a great challenge from Aero Pilot as well. Look at him already in the air.
Ooh, but you know, oh, what a fantastic save by Cactus Hugs. You know, I will say, I do hope Aero Pilot doesn't fly planes the way I just saw him aerial out of that ball. There was not a lot of confidence inspired with that shot, I will say.
I believe the industry term is turbulence, Dad.
Okay, indeed. Another great save by Cactus Hugs. You can see Kib just with that constant pressure.
You can see he doesn't want to leave the play here because he knows that if he continues to take their boost and continues to put shots on net, eventually he's going to tire them out. But oh look, we've already got our first demo.
Yep, Cactus Hugs laying the hurt down on Stop It there. Good challenge by Aero Pilot to set the ball out towards mid. Stop It's back to recover, gain control in the corner. Kib's there to put it back into the other corner. You can see
a really great defensive stand here from the orange team. I think that eventually they're going to be able to break out here, and they almost did, but Kib is just too strong on the goal line.
Well, and you can see the patience of Cactus Hugs in the net with all of that one's experience. You may think he's just playing slow, but he's just super patient.
Stop It going to take the ball in the corner. Is he going to be able to drive it past? Oh, look at Aero Pilot with the great clear, and he's following as well.
You know, interesting card choice by Aero Pilot playing. Oh, and we have a first goal by Cactus Hugs, and Breaking and Eggs taking the early lead.
You know, it looks like the aggression there from Aero Pilot was actually maybe just a little bit too much. I think he pushed up a bit more because he was expecting the follow-up from Kib, and I think that Cactus Hugs just took his opportunity to pounce.
Again, super patient play from Cactus Hugs. Oh, a big bump by Kib, completely threw Cactus Hugs out of the play. Now we've got Aero Pilot taking control and then challenged immediately by Stop It. No.
Oh, and the demo from Stop It. Here's the aerials I was talking about with Cactus Hugs. Oh, and just off the crossbar there.
Now this is
Kib
dangerous.
With the fast break. Yep.
Cactus Hugs with that key defense of, you know, playing defense like bad offense, slamming the ball against his own crossbar.
That strategy definitely works really well in the higher ranks, and it's not something that you'd see a lot in those lower ranks because he was able to actually take advantage and catch Aero Pilot out of position there. There was no follow-up. Cactus Hugs with the catch, faking the back boost grab. He's going to stay on this. He had half a chance, but the wall that...
And the chip shot. I'll tell you, Cactus Hugs is taking control of this match. He's not intimidated by that GC1 in the slightest.
No, he's not. I'll tell you, as somebody who's played against Kib on multiple occasions, watching that Dominus turn and net at you it's intimidating, but Cactus Hugs has got the ice right now.
You know, and I would venture to say that, you know, Kib is just sort of feeling a little flustered at this point. This isn't the standard controlled gameplay that we see from him.
He's definitely... Oh, well, here it is.
As I say that...
That was an excellent control from Kib there. Something that Kib is known for are these ground dribbles. He can take the ball in the air at will, but when he chooses to stay on the ground, you've got to be watching your back.
You do not give Kib any room on the ball. If he gets it on his car, it's pretty much a goal at that point.
Cactus Hugs with and the great challenge from Aero Pilot nearly gets a goal out of it. He's staying on.
Good boost steal by Aero Pilot.
See, look, this is exactly what I was expecting from him. These lower ranked players, you might not think that they're going to be competitive, but they are just going to get in there and they're going to be annoying. Here he goes, Aero Pilot on the ball. A little bit low there, but he's going to let the ball go to Kib.
And again, I'll say hopefully that's not something we see when he's actually flying a plane, is being just a little bit too low. And you
Kib's
know,
got control in the air again.
Aeropilot is also a flight instructor. Oh no! Now we had the
Break away to
challenge,
stop it.
and Kib gets back for the to clear the ball back to the orange side.
We're getting down to that 60-second mark. Still haven't seen a whole lot of control from the blue side, but when we have seen it, it has resulted in a goal. Aeropilot with a great chip. Oh, and the shot!
Oh, and Kib comes in for the goal steal, but that was a great turn challenge to stay on that ball by Aeropilot. What a clutch play!
See, that was control that it just makes you think that, really, is he Plat 2? Is he smurfing? We don't know, but his ball control in that situation in particular was key.
Indeed,
Hitting the,
indeed.
he's gone for a bit of a deep challenge on stop it, but Kib was able to get the clear. We're gonna see a shot from Cactus. No, Aeropilot gets in the way.
Good challenge by Aeropilot again.
Kib with
Oh!
a powerful top shelf shot to take the lead for the first time in this game 1.
And Cactus Hugs, or was it? No, that was actually Stop It, who just couldn't quite climb the ladder to get to that ball.
We've all been there though. Kib puts a top shelf shot on and it's hard to save. I mean, the number of times that's happened to me, and whenever we're scrimming, it's just, it's pretty much at least guaranteed to happen once.
You know, the
His
power that
shooting
he
is
gets
lethal.
on those shots is always something to behold. And of course, since he is Canadian, he likes to list them in kph, which, you know, makes it sound more impressive with bigger numbers, but, you know.
Oh, Aeropilot's outrunning the ball there, but he's gonna head mid. There might be a passing play set up here. Oh, Kib's got another shot. Wow, blue team is running away with this.
You know, and
This first game
Aeropilot was
lead.
just, I think, just posturing because he had zero boost that whole time, and he was just sitting there to posture. And I think that really took Orange by surprise when Kib dished it back in.
Kickoff here goes in the way of, well, it was going in the way of Orange team, and then they decided not to go. Aeropilot has gone fast. Kib's gonna get one more chance here. They're gonna take one for the road. No, the ball's gonna go down.
All right, and winner of the first game is the air hits different up here.
Yeah, man, I think that Breakin' and Eggs had the right idea at the beginning of this game. They kind of had some shock and awe, and their first 2 goals happened within that first minute or so, I think. And so if they can keep up pressure early on, it seemed like they were able to catch out to a little bit.
Yeah, and by the way, you have an extra D in their name, just so you know.
Oh, wow. So whoever set up this match clearly was not paying close enough attention. And luckily, we've got a large table of staff here, and that person can be fired and replaced very quickly.
Well, you know, I was going to say, you know, we do have this crack team of MIT-educated, NASA-trained engineers working all the background stuff, as well as the brackets. So I would have expected a little bit more, but we'll definitely give them a pass. And we have chat pointing out the air definitely hits different up here. So maybe the D is supposed to be there. Who knows?
That is an interesting point to put out. Maybe that's a name change. Maybe that's a last-minute name change. Who knows?
Maybe they're going to add a new word to their name after each match they win.
Now that would be an adventure in itself for the match creator who has to put the team name at the top of the scoreboard.
Stop it. Cactus Hugs putting together a... Oh, no.
Is this going to be an unfortunate own goal? Oh, no.
Cactus Hugs being
Right off the
patient.
post.
Oh, and with a miss. Kib playing back. Cactus Hugs with the zero boost play. Kib sitting there waiting. Clears to the right side. Maintains control patiently. Nice pop over Stop It. Pushes deep into the orange corner.
Once again, we see pressure from the blue team. They have come out a lot stronger. Oh, and here comes Kib with the first goal of this game. So, Dad, do you think that this change of pace from the blue team is going to catch the orange team off guard, because they definitely didn't start this fast the first game?
No, yeah, I think it's like throwing that, great pitchers throw that changeup in baseball. I think that's maybe what the blue team's doing here.
Orange team is definitely winning a lot of kickoffs, though. Stop It getting the win there against Kib.
I will say Kib is not known for his kickoff prowess, so I think if Orange Team has a chance, they're really going to have to capitalize on those kickoffs.
Definitely. Because if there's anything that Ones teaches you and anything that Cactus Hugs is good at, it's placing those kickoffs where he wants. So with a little bit of strategy, they could definitely use that to their advantage.
You know, I noticed Aero Pilot is again out of boost, and he's not really even, I think, trying to search it out. I really think that he's just got eyes for the ball, and boost be damned.
Yeah, his ability to play without boost reminds me of some of the older pros. You know, the gameplay these days is so reliant on speed that sometimes the slower play with less boost is actually the correct play. The meta continues to change, and maybe Aeropilot's just ahead of the curve on this one.
Oh, nice bump from Cactus Hugs. And you'll notice just earlier in that play, oh, almost a good save there, but earlier in that play, Cactus Hugs was driving the ball up the right wall and convincingly won that 50, which is, again, part of that one's meta that he's so good at. Unfortunately, couldn't capitalize with a goal, but it was still a good play nonetheless.
Definitely. Will this kickoff go in the way of Red Team? In a way, yes, because they're going to get possession here. Stop It's going to go for this. It's going to miss. Aeropilot once again 0 boost, but he is not turning. Look at this pressure. He actually got it mid with 0 boost. 0 boost, 0 cares, I think is how they say.
Indeed. Indeed. And Cactus Hugs with a nice turn on the ball. Pushes the ball deep in as Aeropilot with the missed challenge. Oh, a nice open net. And Stop It clangs one home off the great setup by Cactus Hugs.
Look at the approach on this. He gets so much speed. So he's able to put this top shelf over the GC, who it looks like was bumped.
And
another
Cactus
kickoff
Hugs,
giving.
Yeah, with the gives the ball right back to his teammate as he demos the opposing player. Oh, and we have a Rule 1. This is definitely, oh yeah, what a play. I almost think that was strategy. Having Stop It, occupy Kib with a Rule 1, lets Ben completely take control over Aeropilot, who is not a ones player by any stretch.
I think that was a brilliant decision by Stop It there to lock up Kib, because it was just a free goal. Knowing with as much ones experience as Cactus Hugs has, that was never not going in.
Oh, a great challenge by Stop It.
He's gonna take control here. He may have the hook shot. Says to play it slow. Stop It with a clear.
And you'll notice those nice, patient, slow challenges by Cactus Hugs. Again, that one's experience really comes in handy.
So we've got Aeropilot and Stop It, who's going to win. Stop It's getting the ball mid, but Kib's going to take control, even though he's backwards. Did you see that?
Aeropilot with a nice play off the wall, pushes it in deep, but Stop It and Cactus Hugs both there for the clear. Kib with a nice pop out of the corner, back in deep, plays it off the blue corner, or off the orange corner, comes across. And back we go the other direction.
Stop It is such a rat. You see him running ahead of the ball, looking for the bump. That's such a strategy that's exactly the kind of strategy you would see from Breakin' and Eggs.
Well, you know what they say, Connor, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, so.
Exactly right. Cactus Hugs with the other demo. Stop It with the mid pass. A lot of our players are out of position here, so it looks like we're just going to let the ball bounce midfield.
I'm almost wondering now if it seems like both teams are playing it a little bit safer, just hoping, waiting for that one open shot for the other team to mess up and clinch the win. What a chip by Kib.
Wow. That seemed to be happening almost in slow motion. You could actually watch Cactus Hugs get those bumps. Then he got bumped himself, so all he could do is watch the ball slowly roll in.
Unfortunately, Stop It slightly out of position there in the net.
This kickoff is going to go in the way of blue team with Kib having possession. Oh,
Kib with the
fast
rare
challenge.
kickoff win.
He decided not to play off of it though, which is given. It gave Orange a quick attack, but
Oh,
Nothing came of it.
a rare missed challenge there by Cactus Hugs leads to an open net for blue.
And Kib does not miss those. He flips a different way every time, and he still manages to find the back of the net.
Ooh, and we have a couple of what a saves coming in from the YouTube chat. Oh Lord.
Aero
Oh,
pilot, a shot attempt.
what a setup by Aeropilot. And it looks like, yep, Kib was just daring Cactus Hugs to come in with that chip.
Stop it! Almost got that chip in net though, which was really nice.
With 18 seconds left, it looks like this is going to be a 2-0 sweep for the air hits different up here.
Stop it's got an opportunity here though. If this goes in soon, Kib is back for the catch.
And that is
All
it.
right.
We have the 2-0 sweep for the winning team. The air hits different up here. Um, I can't say that I'm surprised at all, simply because with that team of Kib and Aeropilot, that's going to be a tough duo. Aeropilot, again, even though he's just plat, he will certainly play a lot higher when he's supporting Kib, who is undoubtedly the most mechanical player on the entire server. So now, with that being said, I'll tell you what. Let's jump into our post game interview, where I believe we have the Sun Plays waiting with Break-In and Eggs. Son, are you there?
Yeah, Dad, we're here in the locker room, and I got my guys here. So I just wanted to see what y'all's thoughts were on that loss. It was incredibly close game one, but what what did you see about game two that sort of caught you off guard?
So I think it's two things. We're still figuring out how to play with each other. We have done very little playing together, and feeling that out is going to be part of it. I think Kib is an incredibly strong twos player and a real force to be reckoned with. But I would look to see that things are going to keep getting better as we get to play more and more as a pair. I think toward the end of that second game, we were figuring each other out, especially as we were able to become more aggressive and then have that supported. That was good for us.
Definitely. And stop it. I've got a question for you, sir. So how did it feel playing with a teammate who is so team play oriented, like Cactus Hugs? I noticed that you were setting each other up for a lot of passes and shots. How did that feel? How did that gel?
It was pretty nice. The first match that we played, we definitely had a lot of just chemistry. Me myself being a little nervous on the stream in YouTube gave me the shakes a bit, but he kept me calm and collective. And by the second game, just me being a little more aggressive, playing a little less passive like I'm usually used to, would have definitely helped me out a lot. So I'm digging the pair up here though. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
Well, we're really excited to see what you do later on in the competition. So best of luck, fellas. Dad, we're done here in the locker room. Back to you.
Sorry. Thank you, chat. Yeah, didn't have any audio coming in. So let me try this again. So we've got from the bracket here, we've got now Tada advancing with Breaking and Eggs moving down to the losers bracket. Next up, we're going to have Kachow facing off against Alaskan Ball Bashers. This should be a very interesting scenario, as again we've got where we've got guys that haven't played a lot together, who have been forced, made it up into a team. So I think one thing to keep in mind here is the way this tournament was orchestrated. You didn't join as a complete team. You actually submitted your name, and then our crack team of MIT educated, NASA trained engineers put these teams together based on MMR levels and play style levels. So that's how we ended up where we did. Um, and now let me see what we've got going on in terms of in terms of gameplay. Um, okay, it looks like
I'm
let's
hearing now that we've got the matches pulled up, but players have not joined yet.
okay. Well, let
Have
me
you updated the bracket?
I have updated the bracket, and we just talked about the bracket. Let me join in and see what we've got going on here. Um, okay, so Connor, I believe you need to change the team names.
I have.
Well, Breaking and Eggs just didn't they just play? Breaking and Eggs just played, so it should be Kachow versus Alaskan
It,
Ball Bashers.
it is. It appears somebody did not leave, and
Oh,
so
that would be
the
me.
people
I'm
need to leave
sorry,
and
I've
check in.
left.
Okay.
So, folks, if you can't tell, this crack team of MIT trained or MIT educated, NASA trained engineers, I think we're going to fire them and get a whole new staff for the next tournament because we just can't keep these monkeys under control, as it were. So, if son, if you will let me know when you've got the next bracket set up, um, then we can jump in with that match.
Match should
Whoops.
be good to go.
Let me. You know what? Hold on. Let's see, because I had inadvertently joined again and then didn't leave. Um, so um, I've got us both on stream now. Let me see if this will take private match, join. Let's see what we've got going on here. Yep, I'm sorry. Try it again because I'm still showing Breaking and Eggs as the second team name. Uh, I apologize. It is completely my fault. I'll take the blame. Apparently, our crack team of MIT educated, NASA trained engineers um, is not at fault. My apologies to those, that fine institution of higher learning, as well as the oh, we're getting some chat in here. So Gold saying, hey, Lamau, what is this knockoff RLCS? This is terrible. Well, thank you, Gold. I appreciate that, and we're glad you tuned in. So all right, are you set up with the brackets there, Connor?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So let's jump in. Private match, join private match. Here we go.
Check out my text.
Oh, I'm saying, oh, here we go. Oh, did you? Oh, okay, gotcha. That is why. Okay, there we go. Now we are ready for teams to join. So, all right, son, any prognostication on this game? Looks like
Well,
they're already. Oh, you know what? It looks like they're already taking the field. So, let's jump over to the match. Oh, and the double whiff kickoff with Franklet taking control.
Got a nice midfield pop, but his teammate is in the net and can't do anything about it.
Nice quick turn
Kami-
by Kami.
Franklin's going to take control here. Grabs the boost. Fast challenge from Colonel Lingus is going to shut that down, though.
Kami pops in the corner with an open net. Oh, and Colonel Ingus back for the challenge from behind. Franklet with a
Kami's
good
gonna have
attempt.
Kami's going to buy some time for his teammate to grab boost. Look at the selflessness from Kami here. Still 8 boosts, still staying on the ball, giving his teammate time to recover. Now he's going to get it at the perfect time. So these two teams are really interesting because the only player here who's not champ has mechanics that are probably around champ level. So this is almost just a champ 2's match right here.
And there we
Look at
go.
Franklet.
Speak of the devil. Franklet puts in the nice pass around the corner.
And look at that 50 from Kami. That's the power of the Fennec right there.
Here we've got Kami and Colonel. Oh, it's Franklet and bend over on the kickoff with Franklet with a convincing win. Colonel Ingus is going to control in the corner with an early challenge by Franklet. And the put back by Kami.
The synergy that we're seeing, so Franklet and Kami have not, as far as I know, were not boot camping together. I think this very well could be one of their first matches they've ever played together, and we're already seeing the passing lanes open up.
Indeed, you know, and what's funny too, again, Franklet is the youngest player on the server, but his maturity level, I think, outshines a lot of us on the server. So I think he's going to make a fantastic teammate for Kami, who is more mechanically advanced. Good
Kami on the
challenge by
dribble.
Colonel Ingus. Kami's going to control it in the corner. Colonel Ingus stays on the ball, but a big bump by Kami sends it down to bend over, who takes control,
Sure.
goes for the dribble. A nice pop around Kami. Another pop. Franklet tries to control, but leaves the net open for the shot from bend over.
Look at the phenomenal ground game here from Bendover. The initial flick was just to kind of scare Franklet, and then he takes really nice control. Looks like we've got some chat going on. Colonel Ingus says, "Let's go, huge carry." Bendover is incredibly mechanical, and Colonel Ingus is not the most mechanical, but he is very intelligent, and he knows when to go and when not to go.
Well, you know, I know Colonel Ingus is definitely part of your 2s and 3s. Oh, there we go. A nice putback by bend over with a tie score now. But I know Colonel Ingus is one of the players that you play a lot of 2s and 3s with. And with you being so positionally aware, and that's something that your teams typically focus on, I can only assume that Colonel Ingus is going to take that page and really be ready for anything that Ben can dish up.
The secret superpower that Colonel Ingus has is he's a solo queuer.
Look at
Oh my
that by
goodness.
Franklet. Not only did he put the initial shot on target, which forced a save by Ben, but then he was there for the dunk, for the goal.
That was an incredible dunk. You see the air roll there to put that top corner? That was so well done by Franklet. And I mean, watching this guy, he does not look like a Diamond 1.
Indeed. Again, that maturity level really shines through. Takes control, goes for the dribble. Challenge from Colonel Ingus to put the ball back to his partner. Oh, the rare double commit in the corner, but Colonel Ingus does peel off and give Ben the ball. I will say this about Ben. He's not the most rotationally sound player, so a lot of times you have to play around him, but he really is great mechanically and can create a lot of things, create a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, here he goes again. Look at the fast turn. He notices Kami doesn't get the best catch, so with a quick little pop there, he gets a nice control into that bottom left corner.
Here we've got Franklet and Ben. Oh, and Franklet with the kickoff whiff allows Ben to just slam one home straight off the kickoff. Oh, and Franklet with the unnamed words in chat there. Sorry, Franklet.
Kickoff goes massively in the way of blue taking possession.
That
Bend
high
over with a fast challenge.
but leaves the net wide open. Can Kami capitalize? Franklin there with a nice high pop. Oh, looks like Franklin's going to be able to get
maintain
back.
Control here.
Yeah.
Oh, he misses the touch on the wall, but Kami is there. Look at the speed from Kami here. That's going to really open up some doors here for Franklin to continue.
And
We've
you'll
had a
notice
couple of misses.
Franklin was matching his speed downfield, so those guys are definitely on the same page.
Which is just another testament to the maturity of Franklin. Look at him. So he's got a demo. Kami's got an open net if he can get there. Oh, he's low boost. Still going to try, though.
Great recovery by Colonel Angus. Taking the
Angus
ball
gonna
all the way
take
down the left
control.
side. Franklin gets ahead of the ball for a nice clear back down the right wall.
A really nice recovery as well to get himself back on the wall. Kami's got a nice pop here. Colonel Lingus has the clear, but it's an inadvertent center. He's able to get it out.
Good peel off from Ben as Colonel Angus took control of that ball.
Good posturing from Bendover, giving Colonel Lingus time to set up the touch.
Great save and recovery by Franklin. Pop over to the right wall, stays on it as Ben misses. Kami going to take it off the wall. Is he going to go for the Doomsy? Oh, Colonel Angus with the miss on the challenge. Ben comes out with the squishy save. Oh, now we leave the open net. And Colonel Angus just walks it in to kill some more time. We're now left with 27 seconds left on the clock.
Watching this blue team defensively, the thing that seems to be catching them off guard is they're sort of outpacing themselves, and they're pushing their clears way out into the midfield, but what that's doing is that's leaving them out of position just a little bit.
So
What I'd like to see is...
Go ahead.
What I'd like to see is for these players to actually maybe slow down their defense a little bit. That's a really nice shot, though, from Franklin to bring them back within one.
You know, 1 point game with 19 seconds left, it's definitely still within grasp. I was going to say, you know, in terms of the play style, do you think that's a holdover from coming in thinking you're going to be playing a 3v3 and turns out you're just in a 2v2? Because those are two completely different play styles.
That's very true, and I think that the threes team lined up for Kami and Franklin was definitely going to be a fast-paced team. So it is possible that they hadn't quite completely made that mental shift yet. Currently's going to take control in the final seconds. Clock ticks to 0.
Oh.
And that's a win for Kachow. Yeah, I think that these two guys here, they did such a great job of controlling their speed. Having played with Colonel Lingus for so long, knowing that he can, in his weaker moments, outpace himself. But he did a phenomenal job there of just staying under control and letting his mechanics carry him to the net.
Well, you know, and I think what's interesting too is, again, he's used to playing with you, and not to cast aspersions, but you are somewhat of a monkey in your play style, and that's something that Colonel Angus is very comfortable playing around. And the same can be said for Bendover. He is somewhat monkeyish in his play style, so I think really Colonel Angus is right at home.
I would have to say the same. And here's the thing about Colonel Lingus that I almost mentioned earlier, and that is that his secret superpower is that he's a solo queuer. He's very happy to go and solo queue 2s and 3s, so he's used to reading different playstyles on the fly. So that's why I think he and Bendover have done so well in this game.
Very good. And we just had someone else join the live stream, Solitude Hill. Thanks for joining in. We've got actually quite a few people watching stream with us here. So thank you guys all for joining in. Even you, Gold, who thinks this is utter crap. But, you know, you're joined in nonetheless, so thank you.
We appreciate the views.
Indeed. You know, just, I'll tell you what, put your channel in chat. We'll be more than happy to watch what you've got going on. That's what I'll say. And Kami
like
staying on the ball there.
We're seeing a whole lot of midfield play to start this game off. I don't think anybody's gotten really set up. And just as I say that, Bendover's going to take control with a little bit of boost. almost has the touch around. Kami's going to take control and go to the right wall, pick up the boost, forcing Colonel to rotate under ball. This could spell disaster here.
Oh,
But a
Kami
great
couldn't
clear from
quite get the
Colonel.
shot on net, which leads to now an open goal for Ben Dover. And Kachow takes an early 1-0 lead.
See, this is just those mechanics from Bendover. Look at that speed. We talk about the mechanics of Franklet, but at the end of the day, Bendover has had those mechanics for longer, and he's more used to jumping at those fast and beating higher ranked players. And so I think that's why he got the gold there.
Indeed. We've got Soup Kid in chat asking, how do you join this amazing tournament? Well, Soup Kid, this is actually just for members of our Discord server. And what you do is essentially you put your name in the hat, say you'd like to be part of the tournament. Then, oh, look at that quick turn by Kami to sink it. Now it's a 1-point tie. Essentially, you put your name in the hat on the server, say you're available and would like to play. Then our crack team of MIT-educated, NASA-trained engineers will match you up with other players.
Kickoff goes in the way of Orange team here with Colonel snagging that boost. He's going to stay on. Looks like the blue team is spreading out, mounting their attack. Bendover's just not giving up the ball, though, and he's known for this. Like I said in the beginning, before the first match, Bendover is the kind of guy who's not going to touch the ball just once.
Indeed.
Got a mid pass. Oh,
and Colonel Ingus is there. Again, I attribute that to his playing with your monkey self and just being ready for whatever the monkey does and being able to pick up the pieces. And I will say, I say Bendover with the utmost respect and love. Not only do I love you as my son, but Bendover, I love him as well. He is a fantastic player and fun to play with.
Well, Dad, you call it monkeying. I call it playmaking.
Indeed.
Watching
tomato, potato. What?
Kami's going to have control here. Is he going to look for the flick? He's a little bit not positioned well under that ball. He's going to give control. Oh, he's not leaving this ball. Look at him go. Continuing. That's 3 challenges in a row from Kami, which gives Franklet an easy touch.
That was a scary position, but unfortunately, no one from blue was able to pick up the mess there and allows Kachow to clear it out. Colonel Ingus going to take control on the right wall with a great low 50 by Colonel Ingus. Now it's just him and Kami one-on-one.
The thing about Colonel Ingus, so he's had a decent amount of ones experience in the past, and so his ground game is actually quite solid. If you're going to see him ball somebody today, it's not going to be in the air. So if you're blue in that situation, I would have been sweating as well. But they did a great job clearing that.
Still early in the game with 2:15 left. And Orange up by just a single point. But they are definitely keeping blue on their heels.
The Blues' credit, though, they have been soaking up the pressure really nicely. The only goals that I've seen from Orange haven't been breakdowns of defense, but it's more along the lines of getting caught off guard in the transition. So if Blue can manage to soak up that pressure and clean up their midfield game, they're going to have a really, really good chance of taking this game back.
All right, Skies Memes, thanks for joining the chat. Glad you're tuning in.
Look at that defensive double tap from Kami. That's really nice. Rinklet's up early, going to get the ball downfield. Colonel Ingus is going to try to control here.
Oh, great turn and challenge by Kami. Nice pop-up high against the crossbar by Colonel Ingus.
Kami's hanging around.
Kami bashes right back in the corner, but you've got to wonder, where is his teammate? You'd think Franklet would have been closer in to take advantage, but maybe he's afraid of the outplay.
Well, and the danger with a highly mechanical player is they soak up a lot of boost on the field. And so you have to wonder, maybe Franklet just didn't have the boost for that attack.
Oh, and the own goal. Franklet put the ball just right where it needed to be, and Colonel Ingus just couldn't get back. I think he could have gotten around that, but I think he panicked on the save for the own goal.
not sure that he noticed how little boost he had in that situation, and so the way that he turned into the ball was definitely, it definitely made his job harder for sure. He's got a great mid pass though. Bendover's there. Oh, and the great save from Franklet.
Franklet does not get rattled. Again, that's part of that young player, but that much more advanced, maturity level.
Get the patience here from Bendover. That was a rare decision to not go for the ball. And I really liked that because instead of taking the ball from his teammate aggressively, he let his teammate roll the ball to him, which kept it safe. Look at this redirect. Oh my goodness,
Ooh.
what a close opportunity for the orange team.
And now
I also just want to take a minute to note that the presets for cars on Kachow, they have decided to pick things that actually look like their mascot.
that is true. Their mascot being Lightning McQueen as a Dominus. And look at that. Bend over with the goal. And that was just a complete play from end to end. A great challenge in the corner. Puts it on net. Great recovery to come back in for the shot.
With these mechanical players, sometimes you never know what you're going to see day to day, but it is very clear that Bendover is really feeling his mechanics.
And we have now the win by Kachow. And I've got to say I'm sorry I wasn't keeping track. Was that their last? I believe it was. That was the last match. And I believe Kachow took it 2-0. So here we go. Now let me get the bracket updated, and then we will head to the post-game interview. So Kachow took a 2-0 sweep. So let's take a look at I'm sorry, give me 1 second here. I need to tap dance and do everything. And we do have Connor, the Sun Plays, waiting there in the player meeting. And give me just 1 second here. Here we go. And Connor, are you there for the player meeting?
Yep, Dad, I'm ready. So these guys, I mean, you guys just went through the ringer. This was it was an incredible series to watch. I just wanted to ask you guys, you looked so mechanically consistent here. So what were y'all thinking throughout the process of this match? How are the mechanics?
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
definitely, I was a little sloppy with some. Obviously, I was still consistent. I was hitting like most of them, but like, I wasn't like getting like some near goal. Like, I try to pass too most of the time, so passing is a big like part of it too.
Yeah, huge.
And I
for us.
noticed, so you two haven't done a whole lot of playing together, is that right? So Colonel Ingus, I wanted to ask you, I know that you have a background as a solo queuer. How important was it for your ability to read the play on the fly and read Ben's challenges and such?
It was interesting. I mean, adaptability is definitely like one of the number one traits I think is important to have in Rocket League. And with the solo queuing, I mean, that definitely helps. And watching kind of the field, I don't know. There's a lot of nerves happening, so everything was definitely affected. But I don't know, just kind of winging it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, once again, fantastic performance from the both of you, and congratulations again on the win. Y'all are headed to the upper bracket, so enjoy that and best of luck.
Huge. Let's
All
go.
right.
Thank you.
Dad, I don't think we're getting audio from you.
Oh, sorry. I do that when I drop into the player interview chat. I'll mute my mic, so I apologize there. Um, but what I was going to say is, we've got Tada versus Kachow in the upper bracket, which I think that's going to be an incredible matchup. Meanwhile, we're going to have Breaking Into Eggs versus Alaskan Ball Bashers going in the bottom bracket. Now, let me pull up. Here we go. Let's bring you into chat here. And again, just so everyone knows, I am the Dad Plays. This is my colleague, the Son Plays. So, and I will say those names are not coincidence. I am, in fact, your father. So,
I'm also known as needs a haircut plays, and I apologize for that. This is it's kind of rough today.
well, it's nice when you have hair to cut. I'll say that. I am thinning a bit on top, as happens when you are in such an advanced age as I am. So, so now, again, so we've got Tada facing off against Kachow in the upper bracket. What do you see happening in that matchup?
Well, so we're actually doing the lower bracket matchup right now. Is the third match, if you look at your
So,
bracket.
Breaking in Eggs versus Alaskan Ball Bashers.
Yes.
So my question still stands. What do you see for that matchup?
So I think what we saw was some great synergy from Kami and Franklet in that last match, and not to mention they're warm. They just left the field and they're going right back. I think that the fire and the speed that they were able to spool up in that last match is going to continue onto this field. Now, that's not to say that Breakin' isn't ready for it. If you look at that roster, Breakin' is a pretty patient team. You got Cactus Hugs is the kind of player who's going to read the play before he makes a decision. And I think that that is going to allow him to read this really, really intelligently. So this is going to be a really good matchup. I'm looking forward to this one.
All right, very good. Well, let me ask you this: do we have players joining the pitch now? Are we ready to go with that game?
We're ready to go.
All right, excellent. Well, let's switch over to the pitch and let's see what happens. And we've got Kami and Franklet versus Stop It and Cactus Hugs. This should be interesting because, of course, I don't know that any of these players have played together before, let alone have they faced each other before.
Yeah, so this is all going to be about adaptability here. Look at this. Oh, the passing play attempt. Kami almost got a really nice shot there. Just didn't quite place it on the hitbox.
And Franklet with the rare demo. That's not something you see out of him. And not only that, but he demoed Cactus Hugs. I wonder if that's sort of a gauntlet being thrown down.
You know, whether or not it is, Cactus Hugs is definitely going to take it that way. The aggression is going to come out of him soon. Just watch. That's a great 50 from Cactus Hugs to push the ball downfield.
And again, I think with Franklet winning that 50 against Cactus Hugs, and then the early demoing Cactus Hugs, Franklet isn't a player that we typically see with vendettas, but man, I think he's just basically taking it straight to Cactus Hugs and say, "Bring it on, big guy."
No, that is a matchup I'd love to explore more. I can't wait to see what these two players do together. Look at this shot from Kami, though, off of the sidewall.
Kami with a great challenge off that sidewall. The great challenge and sitting there waiting for the shot from Stop It, and he puts it in, and Cactus Hugs just simply could not get around on it.
That's just a really nice read from Kami on the sidewall. That the patience to wait and let the play come to you isn't something that you see in every player. So that's a rare trait. And like I said, Kami's a very positional, reads-based player. So it's just great to see him playing his game right now.
Now, I think of everyone on this server, you're about the only one that has any experience playing with Kami. So it'll be interesting to see, to hear your input, as the game progresses, and what you think of his play style when he's paired up with essentially solo queuing and just getting to know his teammate as the games progress.
Yeah, well, watching Kami play, playing with him initially, the reason why we started queuing together was because we solo queued together in a threes match actually, and I just happened to notice he was always ready for my passes. You know, like I said before, as a monkey myself, or as a playmaker, as I like to call myself, I like to just get the ball upfield as fast as possible and dish it to somebody. And he just was always there.
And you
And
see
so I noticed
the nice outplay there as the pass comes across, and he outplays. But unfortunately, Cactus Hugs is back to dish the field right back into the orange side.
that's the patience that we're probably going to see from Cactus Hugs all day. He's always ready to read those plays. But the quick recovery from Stop, it's gonna buy him his teammates some time. It's a great clear as well. Cactus Hugs is gonna be able to follow this up.
Cactus Hugs grabs boost as Kami collects the ball in the orange corner, then dishes it right back to Cactus Hugs. And Cactus Hugs with a decent low 50. Again, that one's main mentality. You're not going to win a 50 against Cactus Hugs. That's all I'm saying.
And if you do, don't count on Lightning striking twice, because his ability to read those and learn from the play, you know, out of anybody here, I think that he's the only person here who is working on his doctorate at the moment. So as a lifelong student, you know, there's only one person here who you can give that to. And this is what I was saying. This whole time he's been working on air dribbles for hours a day. He very nearly scored one there.
But he did get the demo as he went in for it. And you know, it's interesting, the people that we have on this server, you're looking at Cactus Hugs, who is a doctoral student, yourself, who is a master's student. We've got Aeropilot, who is a legitimate pilot. Then we've got Franklet, who's just a young kid, still in primary school, I think. I'm not sure. And then, of course, we've got Musty Kibbles, who's Canadian, for crying out loud. I mean, you know, the levels and experiences on this server just run the gamut. Ooh, a nice demo by Cactus Hugs. That's what we're here to see.
His teammate's going to follow this up. Didn't quite have the read on the play before Franklet did, though. Cactus Hugs is too fast. He may have an open net here.
Kami with a nice clear. Oh, Franklet to come in to put away the shot by Stop It.
What a pinch from Kami. I don't think he expected it to do that.
Nice challenge by Kami to keep Bindover from challenging, or from controlling.
Kami's pressure right now is just unprecedented. He is challenging over and over again.
Hey, we've got Soup Kid in the chat saying that he actually takes flight lessons. Very cool. Well, hit up Aeropilot because he is a flight instructor. Now, I will say this. What you see him do aerial-wise on the pitch, don't take that as being indicative of what he does in an actual airplane. I will put that caveat out there.
Great goal from Stop It to tie it up once again. He's been a very clutch player in the two series we've seen, actually. Even though he's the lower ranked of the players, he's actually done a decent amount of the scoring, which we love to see.
And we are tied up at 1 with 24 seconds left. Ooh, and Stop It, or Franklet, not able to take control and put that ball in. Blue very much was there waiting. And Cactus Hugs with the late game go-ahead goal with only 14 seconds left.
What a phenomenal follow on this. You know, he got the first beat, and then with the cleanup, that's a ones play right there. He knew where that ball was going before it ever got to the corner. His positioning was perfect, and that's gonna go in.
Franklet with the nice shot. Oh, and here we go with 8 seconds left. The game is now tied up.
Look at the air roll control. He places that ball right on the corner of his hitbox, which gives it as much speed as it possibly could have. While it wasn't the fastest shot in the world, it was definitely a hard one to read, and sometimes that's more important.
And with that late game tie-up goal, this is really turning out to be a fantastic match. And if I'm not mistaken, this is our first overtime match of the tournament so far. Is that correct?
I'm not even sure at this point. I do think that we have seen an overtime previously, but I'm not sure where that was. But look at the aggression from Franklet. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and the miss by Cactus Hugs. Stop It there with a clutch, absolute clutch block on the goal line.
Speaking of Stop It, he stopped that shot just instantly. That was great to see on that read.
Indeed.
I've worked with Stop It in the past with his general ball control, and he has made just a world of progress in the last week, I would even say.
Well, you saw him
And it's great
driving
to
that.
see him.
You saw him driving that ball down in and winning a convincing 50 on the left wall to keep the ball deep inside the orange territory.
It's great to see a student of the game, you know. Look at the. So Franklet and Kami there doubling up, but it actually worked to get the ball past Cactus Hugs into the waiting arms of Stop It, who's turned on a bit of the physicality here.
Indeed, and orange control. Oh, a rare miss by Franklet gives Cactus Hugs the go-ahead in overtime. And
What a spur of the moment opportunity. You know, his teammate's right there. He actually ignored the positioning and went for the shot anyway, which in that position is super risky, but he knew he had it. That confidence is excellent.
Now, is that I'm embarrassed to say that I've not kept track, but I believe now we are tied up at 1 game each. Is that right?
That's game 1.
Well, there you go. So you cannot, for those sitting at home, you cannot be tied up at 1 game each when you've only played 1 game. So just a little bit of insider knowledge for you. Solitude mentioning that it is getting intense here, and it certainly is. Expect more of the same as these matches roll on. Now, keep in mind, this is the lower bracket game, so the loser of this match is out of the tournament completely. And as we get started, here we go. We've got Stop It facing up against Franklet for the kickoff. Stop It with a convincing win, but Kami controls in the corner.
Look at the control from Kami. He once again, he's one of those players. He's one of those who's just not going to let the ball roll. He's just going to take it up as fast as he can.
We had the rare misplay by Cactus Hugs, and Franklet capitalizes off of that. It was really just an awkward opening on the part of Blue. I think they're just gonna have to put that whole exchange behind them and move on and get it back.
Yeah, definitely. That was definitely a rotational misplay, I think, on the part of Cactus Hugs, leaving the net, leaving his lower rated teammate. And look at this from Kami. The pop here, the doink is just it's so hard to read those as a defender, and he places it perfectly.
Indeed, and you saw just Stop It completely out of the play, and Cactus Hugs was left to try to maintain control there on his own.
It's okay though, with over 4.5 minutes left in this game might as well still be tied as far as Blue is concerned.
Indeed, with the mindset of Cactus Hugs on Blue, used to playing ones, it could be a 3-0, and it's still a tie game as far as they're concerned. And there we go. Cactus Hugs now puts them down just only a single goal with the play off the corner. Oh, and Franklet, just that rare mechanical misplay in the corner. And I'll tell you, those corner shots, those corner plays can be just mind-boggling sometimes.
That was experience there from Cactus Hugs, knowing that the lower rated player, as mechanical as he is on that corner. He knows if he shoots it hard enough, it's probably going to be a misread.
And look at the play. And
Oh,
Cactus Hugs with an amazing save. The ball was 3/4 in the goal, and Cactus Hugs comes up clutch.
Here come the bump plays from Stop It.
Look at that
Franklet's gonna get
rotation. Kami rolling out of the corner as Franklet comes into control. Oh,
Look at the shot from Stop It.
Stop It places just a dime. It was going to go bar down, and really Orange had to scramble to try to save that. Now we're tied with still 3.5 minutes left to go.
This is exactly what I was hoping to see from these two teams. They're playing to their strengths, but they're doing it at different times. So you're seeing you're seeing one team burst ahead with a lot of speed and momentum, and the other team come raging right back. Look at this. Kami's going to take the lead for his team with a really quick transitional goal.
You know, and that's that experience of Kami that you were talking about, who he's used to solo queuing, and he can really play with anybody.
And as a player, Franklin is pretty easy to play with. I've played a few games with him, and despite being Diamond 1, we went into my Champ 1, Champ 2 lobbies, and he was, not only was he contributing, but he was an active participant on the field in a way that just merely holding a spot wouldn't do.
And
He's a scorer, he's a passer. It's great to see.
Kami drove the ball in deep, and Franklin was patient and saved the outplay as ball's now back into orange territory. Ooh, Cactus Hugs almost gets the double touch.
It almost put the ball in a great position for Stop It, but he just missed the ball wide.
Did you see the wave dash play off the wall for Franklin? Almost gets a great control shot.
Stop It's going to take this to the midfield.
Cactus Hugs
Oh,
there
that's
on the
actually
goal. Yep.
A little high. Oh, and the miss. Cactus Hugs with a great recovery to put that ball out. Oh, but Kami's on the ball. He's taking it right to his teammate. Look at that. They have barely played together, and he's already looking for that midfield pass.
Kami controlling the ball, and oh, there's the demo. Kami comes in and just obliterates the defense, but Kami cannot capitalize.
That was a great save from Stop It there. Watching the growth of this man has been so great, because talking with him about rotations and things is something that he was really struggling with, but you can tell that he's thinking about it, because that save doesn't happen if you're not in the right spot. It's a good 50 from Franklin too. He's gonna get beat by Cactus Hugs though.
Kami sitting there waiting for the ball to drop, and oh, great challenge by Stop It. Kami was going to just drive that ball in if Stop It wasn't there.
That's 2 up from the orange side.
Oh,
and a great
Kami,
demo from
oh,
Stop
look
It.
at
Oh.
that. That was just an all-around great team play from end to end. Kami pushes the ball down. Franklin gets the demo, which leaves which leaves Kami alone to just push the ball home. Now
So
Orange
Kami
with
versus Stop It.
a convincing, two goal lead, and look at this.
Oh.
Stop It with the play of a lifetime at midfield. Just
No
wins
boost,
a convincing
no
50.
problem.
Exactly, wins a convincing 50 to let it drop in the net. Down only 1 with 1:18 left.
That's got to be a great sort of break for the morale, Some of these players, oh,
And
look at this.
look at this, Cactus Hugs with a convincing shot off the wall.
This
That's
is another
that
ones
one's
play.
play. Exactly, that's that one's play. You win the kickoff. You take it right off the wall for the open shot in the net.
The control off the kickoffs is definitely has swung to the side of the Blues team. But let's see what the Alaskan ball
Bashers.
ball bashers have to say about this.
Cactus Hugs with the big clear down to orange side. Kami places it off the corner. Oh, luckily Cactus Hugs isn't able to capitalize with the shot. Franklin controls. Stop It challenges. Kami's going to take control in the corner as Franklin's going to stay downfield, grab boost, and just wait for the play to develop.
The challenges from Blue team are just looking too strong right now. I mean, their ability to just, look at this. See, it's exactly what I was talking about.
That challenge by Stop It was key. It was a quick challenge. Kami, I'm not sure if he didn't see him there or if he just wasn't prepared for it, but Stop It was right on the ball as soon as it landed.
His read from the passes from Cactus Hugs have been incredible. Whether or not they were meant to be passes, he's reading the way that Cactus Hugs is touching the ball, and he's capitalizing almost every time here with really strong touches towards net.
Oh, a miss by Kami, but luckily Franklin's there on the goal line to save the shot. Kami's going to control now. Yep, that challenge by Stop It.
Alaskan Ball Bashers with 10 seconds left in their tournament lives. Can they come up with something? Oh, and stop it.
Oh,
Nearly puts away another goal. Oh, the
that
elbow
was
from
yeah, that
Frankfurt.
was that was a tough save to try to make. You know, um, Blue is really on fire. They are certainly feeling it now. With 3 seconds left, this game is in the bag.
Yeah, it would be almost impossible to come back now. Franklin needs a miracle. Is he going to get it? Looks like not. Cactus Hugs with a fantastic kickoff. That's going to put this series away.
All right, and you know, we've got Breaking and Eggs with the series win, which is just really amazing to watch. It was, it was going back and forth and back and forth, and Breaking and Eggs is really convincing there. So now let me go and update our bracket. Give me just 1 second here. So Breaking and Eggs. There we go. So now coming up, we are going to have Tada and Kachow in the upper bracket. And let's check in. Let's see. Let's check in on the post-game interview with. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. On the post-game interview. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, and now we're going to go live to the post-game interview with the Sun Plays. Sun, who you got over there?
Well, I got my guys, Kami and Franklet, and I gotta say, you guys, that was such a hard-fought series. I know that you guys didn't take a game off of Breakin', but your synergy seemed like it was really, really there, even though you haven't played a lot. How did it feel playing with each other?
Well, we didn't play with each other before today. Like as I was joining the tournament, we were like, hey, do you want to play one game real quick to warm up? And it went all right in there, but once we got into the tournament, I mean, we still had some pretty good synergy, but we had a few things that cost us some goals, a few double commits that didn't go our way. So.
Yeah, and Franklin, I want to ask you, it seemed like your mechanics were really on fire, but there were just a couple of opportunities that were just, I mean, just infinitesimally close to going in. Were the mechanics not exactly where you needed them to be today, or was something else there?
If I have to say, I mostly got lucky on the 50-50s. I feel like I lost most of them, but the mechanics, I'd say I did pretty well.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal performance from the two of you. And unfortunately, this does spell the end for your time here in the tournament with us, but I am super glad that you were both here to participate. And in the future, we would love to have you back. So I hope you enjoy seeing the rest of your colleagues compete and best of luck in the future. Thanks again. Dad, back to you.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us.
Okay, and there we go. There we have it. Alaskan Ball Bashers is now out of the tournament, and Breaking and Eggs moving forward as winner in the lower bracket. And they're going to await the winner of Tada and Kachow. And of course, Tada standing for the air hits differently up here. As we've ascertained, that's due for a couple of reasons. As I pull in my cohort here. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, there we go. Okay, here we are. As we've ascertained now, we've got Tada, whose name stands for the air hits different up here, for a couple of reasons. Number one, they've got a height requirement to be a part of that team. Everyone has to be at least 6 feet tall. And then, of course, one of their players, Aero Pilot, is an actual pilot. So, do you think that's going to play a role as they move forward, son?
Well, Dad, all I can say is I was really liking the things I was seeing from Aero Pilot his aggression, there was maybe a couple of times when it got them in trouble, but for the most part, what it really did was it surprised the other team. Because as a Plat 2, you don't necessarily think that he's going to be in your face all the time doing work, but he was really setting up Kib there on a few of those plays. And I think the reason why they're in the upper bracket is because Kib was able to capitalize off of the work that Aeropilot was putting in.
Indeed, as we saw time and time again, Aeropilot was going in just, boost be damned. He would absolutely be, have no boost, um, and still stay on the ball as tight as he could. He couldn't care less about boost. He wanted to stay on the ball, knowing full well that Kib was going to be there. If something were to happen, either an outplay by the opposing team, Kib was going to be there to clean it up, or if somehow Aeropilot managed to get it in front of the net somehow, Kib was going to be there to slam it home.
Definitely, and that's both a testament to the great reads of Kib that we're all familiar with, and just the incredible work that Aeropilot was doing. Now, looking at the other team, though, we've got Kachow, and this team, they came out hot in their previous series. So after a series break, I'm really interested to see how the synergy's going, how the comms are going, because I know that of anything, Colonel Lingus is the kind of player that he can cool off if he's not careful, if his mind isn't there. But he takes these tournaments really seriously, and I'm really interested to see. I'm interested to see what he pulls out on the field today.
Very good. Me too. So let me ask you: do we have the next match set up and ready to go?
Yep, we're good.
Have the players joined? Are they ready to go?
The players are taking the field.
Okay, let me get there. Join private match. Join. Here we go. We're getting it pulled up. Okay, so let's go to the pitch now, where we have players joining. All right. And Aeropilot versus Ben, and Aeropilot with a convincing kickoff win. Grabs boost in the corner, plays it off, ready to go. And Kib controls over to Ben. Oh, and the demo.
Bendover did really well there, though. Even though he got demoed, he did manage to pop the ball over the attacking blue team. Oh, this is dangerous, though. Kib's got a read on this.
Ooh.
Look at the interception from Bendover.
Oddly enough, I think if Aeropilot had more confidence in the air, he could have capitalized on that shot. Oh, and Ben with the shot on net, the Aeropilot just simply was not able to get to.
Really, I think it was the timing of this shot. Look, this shot goes off in the middle of Aeropilot's rotation, so it kind of caught him off guard there. And that might be the Plat 2 showing just a little bit in the direction of those rotations.
Indeed, stalemate kickoff. Colonel Ingus controls. No, then he leaves. Aeropilot controls. And look at this. Zero boost with the shot in.
Now, so I was just saying his Plat 2 is showing a little bit. This is an incredible showing right here of skill. He doesn't care what's going on the bottom right of his screen. All he cares about is ball needs to go in that net, and it's his job to get it there.
Yep. Again, boost be damned. Give me the ball, and I'll put it where it needs to go.
This is a pretty convincing attack here. Blue team's going to have a little control here, I think. Oh, looks like red team's maintaining possession in this corner. Look at the double tap.
That was, a good boost steal in the corner by Colonel Ingus right here. And Ben comes in, just a standard textbook double tap over the GC.
Yeah, that's a strength of Colonel Ingus, is to get in the way in those plays. He's really great at boost stealing. The one thing I'd love to see him do more is be a bit more physical. The bumps are always a good... Oh, look at... How is this a shot from Aeropilot? What happened here?
Yeah, Aeropilot. I'm not sure if that was a rubber band or a fake by Kib, but Aeropilot's right there to drop another one in.
It looks like he even taps the brakes a little bit as he approaches that ball so that the arc is a lot slower and manages to drop into the net. That just shows an incredible amount of awareness.
So Aeropilot wins the kickoff, but it goes over to Colonel Ingus in the corner to control. Now Kib's got the ball. Nice pop high. Is Aeropilot going to go up? It is, but Ben beats him to it. Ben grabs boost and ball in the corner. Now the nice little ground to air dribble. Kib's there for the for the catch. Colonel Ingus puts it back. Kib with another save. Running low on boost. Oh, Ben misses the open net, and Kib doesn't have enough boost to really get to it, so Colonel Ingus is going to control in the corner with the boost grab.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a masterclass from Kib in positioning as well. You know, both of the players on Tada have shown what it takes to perform at this level when you have no boost, and they're positioning really intelligently. Look at Aeropilot here. Not a lot of boost in the tank, but is still really taking time to take the challenge rather than rotating out. It's buying Kib a lot of time.
Look at this.
Might have a goal here.
Oh, no. And Aeropilot was going to put it in, but Kib actually saves the shot. Now Ben controlling the ball on his car with a nasty flick right just out of reach of the Dominus.
That was one of those where I think it's possible that Kib just may have not read the speed on that. You know, those front foot flicks are not known for being the fastest, but Bendover really got a hold of that one.
Indeed he did. Now Aeropilot going against Ben for the kickoff. Stalemate kickoff off to the right wall where Kib's going to control. Colonel Ingus is there for the clear.
This looks like a bit of an overcommit from the orange team. And then here comes Kib. Really strong sidewall bounce. Not a lot of people read these, but Bendover does. Going for the double. Colonel Ingus with the low shot. Great save from Aeropilot.
Kib's there for the control. Plays it around Bendover. Out of boost with a shot on net, and it's there.
That was beautiful positioning of his car's hitbox there. Look, he has 9 boosts when he goes for this. And he still gets 93 kph, just enough to get it past Colonel Ingus, who's hurtling towards his own net.
Yeah, it's 58 miles an hour for us in America. And great kickoff. Aeropilot goes for the shot, but unable to convert. Ben's going to control it in the corner. Pushes it down. Kib's going to retreat into the corner. Back to Colonel Ingus for the shot. And Kib is there. You know, that's one thing you're going to say about Kib is the man is never really out of position, in all honesty.
Yeah, the only thing about Kib's rotations that could go wrong is his boost management. But where he's actually out on the field physically, you're never going to catch him out.
Yep. And Ben and Kib just sort of playing pass the ball back and forth as they're neck and neck. Kib wins the better of that, hurdles it down to the orange side where Aeropilot's going to control in the corner. Ben clears to the wall. Kib gets the nice high pop. And times his aerial just perfectly, but unable to send it toward the net.
Bendover's got a lot of space here. He's going to get it over 1. It's right to Kib, though. Colonel Ingus guarding. Oh, that was really nice. Colonel Ingus doesn't actually go back post there. And this is just a lesson in rotations look different. They're kind of an organic cycle rather than strictly far post. Colonel Ingus cuts rotation a little bit there, and it actually works to his favor.
And here we
and he gets a
Yep, and here we've got Bendover with a clear off the right wall towards the net. Oh, Colonel Ingus not there for the finish. Now Kib's going to take control. Aeropilot's in the air, and look at this. Are we going to see? Oh my goodness, that was almost epic from the flight instructor.
That's where the skill in the air really comes in. You know, he's done so much. Oh,
did we just? Oh my goodness, what has happened there? We have an own goal. No, it was a nice touch there, and what happens? Oh no. That's just unfortunate.
The unfortunate sort of dark horse aspect to Colonel Ingus's gameplay is every once in a while he will make a panic touch. If he doesn't feel right, he will go for any touch, and unfortunately sometimes those touches do just go in your own net sometimes.
He's going to play it off the wall, going to try to control for the last second play. Oh, a nice touch by Bendover, and it falls down with a Game 1 win by Tada.
Funny messages from Colonel Ingus there.
Indeed. You know, and I really enjoy playing with Colonel Ingus. I played with him on a number of occasions, and, you know, there are some who would say that he actually boosted me to my current diamond level, but I have managed to stay there on my own by solo queuing, but he's really easy to play with. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen with him. And players now are going to take the pitch for game 2. Tada up 1-0. And we're going to have Aero Pilot versus Colonel Angus for the kickoff. And Colonel Angus with a convincing win pushes it in the corner and still controls. No boost for Colonel
Good
Angus.
50 for Kib though. Yeah, that's so dangerous. Look at this, the slow shot there from Aero Pilot. Very nearly got it past the 2 champs.
Colonel Angus just really struggling to find boost on the pitch right now.
All right, he's got control here. He's got a good turn. It's been there. Oh my goodness. Aero Pilot really good to disrupt that there.
Kib keeping the ball close. Ben's able to control. Aero Pilot pushes it back into orange for a waiting Colonel Angus. Now back over to Kib, who controls on the right wall. And Ben sits there, waits patiently, bounces it off the wall, play off the corner, and cleared by Aero Pilot, but back out to Ben, where he's going to take it to the right wall. And the hands, and a demo by Aero Pilot. Kib
I love
catches.
to see aggression from the flight instructor is always fun to see. Oh, look at the flick as well.
That's a great save by Ben Dover. Kib is just deadly with those flicks. Ben's going to take it off the right wall. And, doesn't get the demo, but then now Colonel Angus puts it home.
This is so beautifully placed. You have both blue players, albeit a bit awkward in the net.
They took each other out there. That's just, I think that was that plat play by Aero Pilot completely takes Kib away from the save.
You say Platt, but Kib and I lost 4 games in rank today because I did the exact same thing to him. So, and that was in a GC1 lobby. So we all make mistakes here.
Great. Well, and it happens again, and Ben Dover able to push it home.
Red team, the orange team has really bounced back well from their loss in game 1. You see them really coming out strong here in game 2, and they're not only making this competitive, they have completely taken control. Pretty neutral kickoff here. Looks like Kib's going to have control.
Okay, so Aero Pilot's really starting to wreak some havoc on the field, and not in a good way.
Double tap.
And Ben with the double tap. Kib with the save, but Colonel Angus is able to push it to send it home.
That was a great attempt there from Ben Dover. I think that when you're 1 and you've got a teammate behind you supporting you, that going for those kinds of plays, it only creates opportunities. That was so intelligent.
So Kib and Colonel Angus, Kib with the win. Ben and look at that, with sending it home by Aero Pilot.
And you notice the air roll, or as I think they call it in the industry, an aileron roll, as the goal completes there. Super nice little touch there in the celebration.
Oh, Ben said his controller died. Oh no. So are we going to have now? Oh, and look at this. Colonel Angus taking control. Great convincing kickoff win, and over 2 for the open net. Then we've got a 4-1 lead. 4-1 lead, excuse me. It looks now that Ben Dover has
back.
Yep, he is back.
It's good control here from Colonel Angus. Kib's going to take it away, and he's going to go for this. It's so dangerous if you're bent over. Great clear, though.
Kib touches softly back to the wall. Big clear to a waiting Colonel Angus, who clears it back to their own corner. Ben will collect. No, he's going to smash it off the wall, and a miss by Colonel Angus, but Ben gets back for the save and the clear. Kib's going to recollect in the corner. Colonel Angus pushes it back out. Now, Aero Pilot for the early challenge. Almost pushes it. Almost sends it home into the net.
Something that Aero Pilot's doing really well here is he's charging in moments when they won't expect, you know. Colonel Ingus and Bendover play a whole lot in those champ lobbies, and so they expect challenges to be at a certain time.
Oh
Aero Pilot, on
no.
the other hand,
I
oh
think
wow,
he just got nervous.
that looked like that was a moment that should have been controlled there.
Maybe there's just too much oxygen down here at ground level for him, and it's playing havoc with his brain.
I could definitely see that. As his aerial game is definitely stronger than one would expect for a Plat 2. That's just got to be experience. Look at that touch from Colonel Ingus. That was kind of cool.
Kib with a flick and Ben with a catch. Ben grabs boost in the corner. Colonel Ingus relinquishes the ball to Ben. Ben's going to go. Nice challenge by Aero Pilot. Off the wall, Aero Pilot there to catch. And look at that. No boost again for Aero Pilot. I think I would venture to say 9 times out of 10 when we see his car view, he has 0 boost.
And it seems to still be working out for him at some level. I mean, this game, I wouldn't chalk it up to that. This game, Kachow has just come out of these gates hungry for a win. They did not want to be sent down to the lower bracket.
Indeed. You know what's going to be interesting? Looks like this is going to... Oh, and Ben is calling for the Brazil in chat. Let's see if it happens. Oh, he's going to take the touch with a 0 boost touch off the wall. Kib grabs boost in the corner, and Ben is still able to send it on top of the net. Kib's going to clear down to the orange corner and take the shot, and this is money. Yep.
Yeah,
We've seen that shot way too often in the server. That's just a terrifying scene when you see it coming at you.
Kib's reads off of the back wall are, to put it in one word, consistent.
Indeed. Oh, nice clear by Aero Pilot. Ben turns around. Kib with the clear back down to the orange side. Here we go. Same corner. Is he going to do it? Oh, almost went for the exact same shot, but unable to connect that time. Look at this. Aero Pilot up for the touch off the ceiling. And he's there. He's there. Oh.
Wow. Yeah, he's challenging so well in the air right now. He may not be making contact the way he wants, but he's doing really well to make them think that he's going to get that contact. And this is where Colonel Ingus is dangerous. Kib does well to defend. Great block from Bendover to maintain pressure.
Colonel Ingus goes up and falls helplessly in the corner. And that is game 2 by Kachow. So here we go.
This is the first time all day. This is the first time all day that we have seen us go to game 3.
Indeed.
And so what we're seeing, it's a great battle back and forth of strong and weak performances. But as a caster and as a member of the audience, this is only good news because this means that we are going to Champions Field.
Indeed. And you know what's going to be exciting now? So I know casters are supposed to be completely impartial, but I'm kind of hoping for a Kachow win here for the simple reason being, in every tournament we've held that Kib has participated in, he is yet to be seen in the loser's bracket.
This is actually very true. It would be interesting to see what happens when they have to play that out, but he's been too strong recently. But if there's anybody who could take him down, Kachow looks like they could be the ones.
I think so. Oh, Kib with the demo. Aero Pilot puts it back. Oh, he missed. Luckily, Kib gets back for the save, pushes it into his own corner. Around Colonel Ingus. Ben now collects, pushes it into the right corner for blue. Aero Pilot makes the save.
That was an unfortunate Phil's backflip from Bendover there. I think he might have had an angle at least mid.
And Orange just peppering Blue with all kinds of shots, and Blue is up to the task.
Yeah, I think Kib just ate about 3 shots in a row there. That was really nice.
Aero Pilot with a great challenge, sends the ball deep into Orange territory for Kib to collect. He was hoping
Good
for the
quick
read
by
off the
Ben.
corner, but Ben's there to push it back over to the wall, and he's still hanging out in the corner. And Kib is just waiting patiently for the ball. Here comes Aero Pilot. Cleared by Colonel Ingus. Oh, with a great
Dunk,
50.
that could be in.
It's in.
So this is Kib has been working on his 50s, and despite using the Dominus, has become incredibly adept at using that wide, flat hitbox to his advantage. But those kinds of 50s, you just need a taller hitbox if you want to win them. And Colonel Ingus, as a ones player, and as a player in general, his 50s are things that he'll do those right.
Indeed. So now Kib's going to collect the ball off to the right of his own goal. Ben's going to pick it up, goes for the ground to air dribble, tries to put it in. Is Aero Pilot going to be there? Kib is there for this. Oh no. Kib was there for the clear, but unfortunately just rolled softly out to mid, where Colonel Ingus was there for the cleanup.
Yeah, that was the kind of play that the second I saw Bendover go up, I was thinking, where is Colonel Ingus? Because it's not about necessarily that first shot going in, but it's the positioning of that second man that really matters. Because getting the ball past Kib is hard when you're first man, but as second man after a great shot like that,
Look at I'm sorry. Look at this again. Aero Pilot 0 boost, staying on the ball and on the ball effectively, just wreaking havoc. He just now picked up 12 boost through that whole ordeal.
My only guess is that he's got a crack in his screen, perhaps a piece of tape. Something has obstructed his view of his boost meter, and he couldn't care less.
You know, I think it's worse than that. I think he just doesn't care about boost. You know, he's used to playing, and I think, oh, and look at this shot by Kib. Ben collects with a high flick, sends it deep, and there, oh, what the save by Kib, but he's not going to get back for the to stop that second shot by Colonel Ingus.
This is actually a really great example of Colonel Ingus's reads, because look at where he places this. That air roll putting that ball way down back on the bottom right corner. That's it's, as the kids say, that's placement.
Indeed. And I'm going to chalk it up again to, you know, Colonel Ingus being one of your solid teammates, is used to playing your style. You know, he's basically going to let Ben monkey, and he's going to be there to pick up the pieces. And here we see the monkey happily putting that shot in the back of the net.
Yeah, we're just under halfway through this game, and it's looking like Orange is not going to give up control. So they may complete the reverse sweep here. I'm really interested to see if Tada has got anything to say about that, because it seems like they're kind of rolling over at the moment.
Look at this. Aero Pilot 0 boost, staying on the ball, sends a sweet pass out to Kib, but unfortunately Ben is there to block that shot.
Yeah, that was a fantastic pass and awareness from the Plat. And of course Kib was there, but just the defense of Bendover right now is really kind of hard to beat. And the other thing to note, Bendover and Kib have played a lot together and against each other in private matches and such. So if you watch them playing, they're not playing the game that we're watching. They're watching a game. They're playing a game of 5D chess, kind of who can out-fake, out-position the other.
Indeed.
And that's one to keep an eye on.
Hey, look, Aero Pilot 0 boost. He just now picked up 12. I'm telling you, every time we go to Aero Pilot, he's on no boost or very low boost at best. And yet he still maintains the status of menace on the field by just staying in the way, staying in the middle of where the ball is. Now we've got Kib with the ball over to the corner. Going to push over the other corner. Now he's going to retreat as Colonel Ingus. And look at this, Aero Pilot with a collect and a nice pass out to Kib, but Colonel Ingus is going to keep it.
Yeah, I think that Kib was reading that really nicely, but you actually see Colonel Ingus cutting rotation there to get that save because he noticed his teammate was awkward. They may have been calming that, but that was really nice awareness. Oh, and the demo as well by Colonel Ingus is going to really buy them a lot of time.
I'm anxious to go back to, look at this, Aero Pilot 0 boost on the ball. I really think if we get his boost management under control, he's going to do a lot more damage and be a lot more effective. Because as it is with zero boost, the man is just everywhere, and he's making passes. He's getting in the middle of plays to disrupt any offense. He's doing everything he can right now.
Yeah, his performance, even though they've just lost, his performance has been just a great sight to see here. Oh, they're gonna get one for the road here as Kib puts one in.
Great play out of the corner with Ben all over him. That's the thing about Kib is you cannot disrupt his gameplay.
Yeah, he's gonna play his game his way. It really doesn't matter what you have to say about it.
And there we go. Now we have all right, and so now we have Kachow advancing in the winners bracket and Tada being dropped to the losers bracket. So this is an interesting scenario because this is the first time that any team captained by Kib. Again, this is the first time any team captained by Kib has been in the losers bracket. And I think we've got now the Sun Plays. They're with Kib and Aero Pilot, ready for the post game interview. Son, what do you have?
Well, Dad, I mean, that was the first time we've been to a game 3, and I just gotta say, fellas, watching your performance was really incredible. How did you feel about that? The unfortunate reverse sweep there.
Uh, it was first of all, Roger, in the first tournament that we had, my team did go to the losers bracket and we bracket reset and won the thing. So, slight misinformation there, but
My apologies. Now, is that a taste of what's to come here?
who knows? But I think that from switching to a threes to twos tournament, it was slightly unfair that we lost like our, I guess, mid tier player, but that's fine. That was just it was a good game though.
Yeah, and so with that being said, my question is, how much disdain do you have for Vortexic now that he dropped out all of a sudden?
Well, none for him because he wasn't on our team,
Oh,
but um, none for Adam either because I know him and he's good. But
All the disdain is for Aero Pilot.
nah,
Aeropilot, I've got a question for you because you were playing players who are several MMR above, and you're actually making a lot of work with zero boost is the thing that my dad and I were noticing. So what are you thinking with zero boost? Are you just thinking I gotta be on this ball all the time or what?
No, I'm used to playing platinum players who are not as conscientious of boost. So I'm here looking around for boost, and I can't sit around and look for boost. I got to stay in the game, right? So that was my strategy.
Well, it seemed like it
Stay in
worked
the
really,
game.
really well for most of that series. And I mean, every game was close. I mean, 2-1, it's hard to say how that was really, indicative of the skills of the players. And that's just how it worked out today. But it was really a nice showing from you guys. And you've been knocked down to the losers bracket, but you've got a chance to come back here. So best of luck in the future, you guys. Dad, back to
Thank you.
you.
I keep forgetting. Thank you, chat. It is telling me that I remain muted whenever I come back to the in studio shot. So, chat, you get player of the game for this tournament. For letting me know every time I am muted. So, but as I was saying, I was wrong here on several counts. Number one, Kib's team did come up from the losers bracket in the first tournament to win the whole thing, and beating your and my team in that first tournament. And now we see them dropping down to the losers bracket here, going up against some other strong teams. So this could turn out to be a very, very reminiscent of that first tournament. We'll have to see.
This could definitely be a case of second verse, same as the first. Kib is really, really hard to shake. He's got a rock solid mentality, and knowing that Aeropilot has also shown a really strong mentality and maturity. I really do think that despite them missing their middle tier player, I think they could do a phenomenal job.
Agreed. So let's go ahead and take a look at the brackets. So here we see now Kachow moving on. They're in the winners bracket, and now we've got Tada and Breaking and Eggs meeting in the loser bracket. Loser goes home. Winner advances to face Kachow. So do we have teams taking the pitch at the moment? Is it about ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
We're good to go.
Let me get moved into the game here. Private match, join private match. Here we go. All right, and now I'll tell you what. Let's meet the teams on the pitch, and let's see what happens. Good luck to everybody involved. So now we've got Cactus Hugs and Aeropilot taking the kickoff. Cactus Hugs winning the kickoff, which isn't surprising. Again, we keep talking about Cactus Hugs' one prowess.
This is an interesting matchup because what we're seeing here is we've got, like, in the past we've had two really fast forward players with two slower, more positional players. What we've got here, we have basically one fast player and three positional players on the pitch.
And we see the fast player taking advantage of it and sending that first goal to the back of the net for an early 1-0 lead for Tada.
My thinking here, though, is that, see, this is, oh wow, the patience and positioning of Break-In and Eggs very well could work for them long term here.
And Kib with another goal. I'll tell you what. It's almost like he's at home in the loser bracket, and just it's a formality, and he's ready to he's ready to advance and go back to the bracket to take on the winner of the upper bracket.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that anybody ever told him that losing is supposed to feel bad, because it seems like he bounces back from losses, both in tournaments like this and even in our ranked games. It's pretty hard to break his mentality, and he's doing a phenomenal job right here showcasing that work ethic right now.
And here we see Cactus Hugs losing that rare 52 Kib. Kib's going to control in the orange corner, flips it over, stop it. Aeropilot was not quite there for the putback. Now Kib's going to control in the corner again. Great challenge from Stop It, sends the ball over to Cactus Hugs, who's going to control on the left wall, grabs boost, plays it slow just like he does. A nice pop. Is Stop It there for the putback? Oh, he's there for the shot, but sends an errant out to the right corner for blue.
He's got really nice control here. Yeah, that's a great flick. Here comes Aeropilot, zero boost. Wow, that was a good 50 on the part of Stop It to keep the ball keep the ball out of the net.
Cactus Hugs is control on the left side, grabs boost. A great 50 against Aeropilot, but Kib's there to pick it up. Controls over to the orange right corner. Ball goes high. And a great pop by Aeropilot as he was just nice and patient. Now Cactus Hugs and Kib are going to stalemate on the left wall.
He's got an open net here. Oh, and he's put it wide. Stop It's going to have a nice clear here. Stop It has really been putting work on the defensive end. Just in the previous play, he was 50ing Kib fearlessly, getting nice saves. He's really playing up to the level of his opponents here.
Now Stop It's going to clear it again out to the right wall. Back into the corner where Kib's going to just pound it and let Aeropilot come in. Oh, and there we see the plat whiff. Cactus Hugs is going to take a shot on net, but Kib's going to save. Send back out to midfield where Stop It's going to sort of mess up the shot there. Aeropilot's going to control in the corner. Cactus Hugs is going to send back over to the left wall where Cactus Hugs is going to control. Grabs boost, and you saw him leave there and go for the demo, which he did demo Aero Pilot.
I think that Stop It just wasn't quite going in the right direction there to capitalize off that play. But either way, that's decent patience to know not to charge in when he's not in the right position. This is good from Stop It here. He's trying to keep the ball moving quick so that Kib doesn't have time to grab boost. But he did miss the corner boost steal, so Kib's going to get to tank up before this next attack.
Cactus Hugs with a strong challenge. And Stop It wheel locks Kib. Tries to keep him out of the play as much as he can. Into the corner. Kib's going to bang against the corner out for Aero Pilot. He doesn't take advantage. And a big demo by Cactus Hugs to take Aero Pilot completely out of the play. Kib clears strong. Cactus Hugs is going to collect. Oh, what almost a shot on net by Kib.
Stop It's taking really nice control here. What does he have in the tank? Wow, he nearly put that in. I don't think he got the wraparound that he wanted, but it was still a really nice play.
Great challenge by Cactus Hugs. The car stop backflip challenge. Kib's going to put it down for Aero Pilot, who's not. Oh, he was. I'm not sure if he just wasn't sure about coming in and taking the ball away for Kib. You know, that's the thing about playing with Kib is you never know what he's got mechanically. You could think he's passing it to you, but he's got something up his sleeve that no one's seen yet. He puts it in.
Yeah, that actually, so I have seen that air dribble several times. I've done that before as well. Oh, look at this strategic bump from Kib. He actually bumps Cactus Hugs into the own goal here.
A nice pop around Stop It. And wow, that's GC play right there, my friend.
Indeed it is. Let's see this kickoff here. Stop It versus Aero Pilot. Completely neutral. Looks like Kib wins this because he actually jumps on that 50. Cactus Hug stayed grounded, which gave him a good recovery, but he didn't actually get good hitbox touch on the ball. Stop It's up for this. That could be a goal. Oh, wow.
Oh, what a save by Kib. Takes it over to their right corner where he grabs boost and ball. Oh, now he's got the ball on his car with the flick. That's danger right there. Anytime you see Kib with the ball on his car, you've got to be afraid. You can never get up soon enough to save that shot.
His setups are not only are they incredibly consistent, but they're incredibly fast. And so it can be really hard to time a challenge. Aero Pilot has done well here to buy time for his opponent.
Nice bump by Stop It on Kib. Leaves the ball open for Cactus Hugs to control. Sends it wide of the net.
He's got a full tank of boost and the ball in the air here. This is really dangerous for Orange Team. But a great challenge from Stop It once again.
All right, and there we see Tada with winning game one. And again, it's almost as though Kib lives off of this scenario because that game did not look like a game somebody who was nervous about being in the loser bracket. That was a game that looked like somebody who thrived and is excited to be in the loser bracket.
Yeah, the consistency didn't drop an iota. He's regained brilliantly. And his teammate, look at the assist. He's got an assist and shots. So even though he's much lower in rank, I mean, as we've been saying, he's putting on incredible pressure. And seeing if they can continue with this momentum, they very well might be headed to the grand finals here.
So what do you think we're going to have to see out of Breaking and Eggs in this match to keep it going?
Really, I think that it's down to patience. I think that there were a couple of times they were caught out simply because they were rushing a bit too fast, which is easy to do because Kib, the second he's on the field, he elevates the speed of the gameplay.
And
but if
wow,
Cactus Hugs can settle down.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was going to interrupt there, but you great stalemate kickoff, and then both teammates had cheated and stalemated as well. So that was fun to watch.
Yeah, those are always interesting situations to find in your ranked games. You kind of wonder, well, there's kickoff part 1, there's kickoff part 2. Now what happens?
And now we've got Cactus Hugs controlling in his corner. Aero Pilot driving in for the challenge. Cactus Hugs maintains control on the left wall. Goes off the wall for the dribble. Kib's there waiting. And
the ground pinch dunk.
Well, and again with Cactus Hugs maintaining maintaining control. And look at that pass by Aero Pilot, but unfortunately Kib wasn't there waiting on it.
And you can actually see the aerial prowess of Aero Pilot there. He actually, despite being mid-plat, his recoveries out of the air, he's utilizing different kinds of air roll and positioning his car so that he always lands wheels down. Now, I don't know how many hours it took you to learn that, Dad, but I know it took a long time for me.
Yeah, indeed. I'm not sure that I even still have it down. So, and there we go, Aero Pilot with a great save because Cactus Hugs had a really easy shot there. Kib's going to control on the right wall, off the back corner, and that was an unfortunate miss by Cactus Hugs. Oh, and look at that. Aero Pilot with the shot off of Stop It.
He came in from Mars. Look at that. He jumped behind the half field line. It was a great dunk. Very well played there. Completely caught Stop It off guard. Let's see how Breakin' and Eggs can regain here, because there's still a lot of time left on that clock.
Yeah, and so now, we've got Tada with the win in game 1. So loser of this game goes home, essentially. And look at that shot by Cactus Hugs for a 1-1 tie. They're not ready to go down without a fight.
He had a great turn here that I think caught Kib off guard. And Aero Pilot was caught a little bit out of rotation here, so that gave really the whole net was open, but Ben decided to place it bottom right for style points.
Yeah, so we're sitting here at a 1-1 tie with Tada up 1-0 in this loser goes home match.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
And Stop It with just an incredible challenge shot. Look at this. He's just, unfortunately, Aero Pilot and Kib sort of had some miscommunication there, which sent the ball out to Stop It, who was able to take advantage and send it to the back of the net.
This is the second time we've actually seen something like that. I think off of a kickoff in a previous series, he actually managed to, he kicked off and 50'd the first player, and then managed to 50 the second as well.
Great save by Aero Pilot there.
So watching his 50 game is really going to be important for his opponents.
Cactus Hug sends it back down to the blue corner. Kib's there for
He's
the
looking
save
to
for the
hang
soft
down.
touch to maintain control, but sends it out just a little bit too far. Oh, and a textbook demo by Cactus Hugs there. He didn't even have car cam on. I think that was just instinctive.
Look at Aero Pilot with the back pass. What? So there must have been a rotational misplay here from Breakin' and Eggs.
Let's see what happens.
Looks like Stop It.
And Aero Pilot just balled Stop It. That was a phenomenal play to just keep the ball away from Stop It, set it softly down for his partner, who was able to score the goal.
I feel like Cactus Hugs was really out of position there. It looked like he decided to hang around, which I'm not sure that was the right decision, at least in the moment.
Kib's going to
these
control.
players have so much. These players have so much going through their minds right now. I mean, their tournament lives are on the line and everything, so they've got to. It can be hard to focus in moments like this, but they're doing really well. There's a challenge from Stop It. It's not going to be a shot on net, but he is going to get it past Aero Pilot. Great challenge from Cactus Hugs.
Aero Pilot back in the corner safely. Oh, and then there for the block as Stop It came in for the shot.
Aero Pilot once again showing how boost is not necessary in order to play this game at a high level.
I think Kib sent the ball out a little bit farther than what he was hoping for. Now Cactus Hugs is going to take control on the right wall, grabs boost and ball, flips over as Aero Pilot comes in for the challenge. Ooh, and look at that! How does Kib get back to make that save? He's just, his mechanics and his recoveries are really unparalleled in our server.
Yeah. So, and look at this. So, what he's doing really well, he's putting all four wheels on whatever surface he's landing on every time, and that's how he's getting back for everything. He's managing his boost well, and in that moment, he got a great catch into a signature flick, and you just don't save those.
You don't, indeed. And Cactus Hugs against Aero Pilot, neutral kickoff. Kib takes control, sends a shot towards net, where Stop It controls back into his own corner.
Miss from Aero Pilot's going to have an open net for Stop It. Can he get there? Great 50. But Cactus Hugs is on the wrong side of the ball. It's a fake challenge. Oh, and that's unfortunate.
So
Got
I think
caught
in
out with no boost.
some rotation breakdowns are really costing Break-In and Eggs the game at this point.
Yeah, I think that the wide fake challenge there with low boost, I think that was potentially a misplay on Cactus Hug's part. I like the idea of trying to get the opponent to get rid of the ball, but right then I think it was just more important to go and get pressure.
And
That
a
being said,
great
there's a
shot.
wide.
Oh, and
Oh,
Cactus Hugs beans it off the left or off the right post. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, and
you know,
Kib with a rare whiff gives Stop It an opportunity to send it in, but Aero Pilot's there for the block, and another block off of Cactus Hugs.
if there are any viewers who are currently watching, you know, who are currently following along with the RLCS, you know, we just saw today Astral missed a similar open net, and so this just goes to show you things like that happen at all levels. If you think open nets are easy, I say you go into a training pack and try to hit 100% of the shots, because I promise you it's harder than it looks. Stop it with control here. Maybe able to turn. Oh, he's leaving it for
Oh,
Kex.
and look at
What a dunk.
this. Cactus Hugs with a great shot, sending it off of the opposing players. So what happened here? Oh, you know, it looked like Aero Pilot and Kib sort of had some miscommunication. They both ended up in the same spot, and Cactus Hugs was able to take advantage. Ball goes back to the corner for no, there. Oh, and there's almost a shot. Now,
Look at the challenge from Aero Pilot. He didn't want to give Cactus Hugs an open shot here. Wow.
and that
What a series.
is the game. So, my goodness, that was the match with Tada taking two games there. That now sends them to the forward. Let's see. Let me update. Tada takes 2 straight games. Breaking and Eggs didn't win a game, so now that means we send Tada on to face Kachow. And I think we're going to go now to. Yep, I think we're going to go here to the Sun Plays for. Hold on one second. I've got to do my normal tap dance routine. Here we go. And now we're going to go to the Sun Plays for the post-game player interviews.
Thanks, Dad. So, guys, it seems like this series was, especially that last game, it seemed like just positionally there was a little bit of a breakdown. Was that due to Kib's speed, just sheer speed on the ball, or was there something else going on?
I think a lot of it is we're figuring out how to play with each other. Our first game today was the first game of the tournament, or our first game playing twos ever was the first game of the tournament. Other than that, in some ways I think we were figuring it out. I actually challenged that the second game looked worse than the first one. We were more in control that game, minus some minor mechanical mistakes. I actually think the rotations were stronger game 2 than they were game 1.
I would absolutely agree with that. Stop it. I felt like you were really making those ratty plays happen. Your 50-50s were really, really strong in that last series, despite the loss. That loss does not at all speak to how you played today, because, sir, your 50s and your shots were really there. How did it feel to be 50 in Kib and to be really competing at that level?
It was nice. I got a few chances to blow up the Kib. Still love you, Kib. I got a few chances to get the demos in, a couple bumps. So there was a moment there that we were side by side and really hoping to kind of wean him away to get the ball in. But overall, yeah, me and Coop here, we're synergizing more than we did. But it was really fun, really interesting, man. It's always good to play against Kib and makes me learn better at the end of it. So it was a great time for me.
Excellent. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your time in the tournament. Unfortunately, this does spell the end for you guys today, but I really hope that in the future we can have you both back on the same team, on different teams, whatever the case may be. We'd love to have you both back. So thank you so much again for playing today and for being here.
Thanks for having us play, man.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, it's been a good time. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, GG's. All right, Dad.
GG's.
That's it for us here. Back to you.
All right, and here we go. So we are now headed on to. We're now headed on. Oh, hold on. I've got to hit this. There we go. And switch back over to here now that I've got the sun back. Okay. And now we're going to go see Kachow versus Tada. That sounds, just on name alone, that sounds like it's going to be a fun match.
Yeah, this is the grand finals. This is the meeting of the giants once again. Now they met previously earlier in the bracket, and Kachow did come out with the win there, but Tada's kind of on fire right now, so it'll be really interesting to see how this goes.
Now, here's my question: Are we going to
Players
see
are joining.
Are we going to see a bracket reset?
Oh, I'm not. Now that would be, I think as a fan of Rocket League, that's how that would have to be. But the game is currently starting as players have joined.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let me get over here, and we'll go to the game. Okay. These guys were raring to go, and they jumped in quick. And now we see Colonel Ingus controlling the ball, sending it over to Kib back in the right corner. Colonel Ingus still has the ball. Kib's going to retreat, maintain control. Nice little pop over to waiting Ben Dover, who sends up the pop, goes up after it, and he's going to hit the double. No, a little bit too high, coming in too strong. Kib clears off to their right corner where Colonel Ingus is going to control. Sends a shot towards net. Oh, and a nice touch.
What a play.
That was just a great touch. Aero Pilot really was completely out of his depth on trying to go up and match that one. Now we've got Ben taking control on the left wall, going up for the ceiling shot. Nice touch around Kib. Oh
wow.
My goodness.
That was a really brilliant try, but Aero Pilot's going to get a great clear here.
Yep.
Into the waiting arms of Ben Dover.
Yep, who clears it off to the left side of the net. Oh, an unfortunate teammate bump as they go for the clear.
Oh, both blue players are out of position here. Kid may have a chance. Oh, he's too close to it.
And
Ben Dover's going to take it up the left wall.
Aero Pilot, I'm afraid, was up a little bit too close, but Ben Dover can't really come in and take advantage. So now Kib's going to control the ball. Gets it on his car. Oh, great challenge from Ben Dover because Kib was getting ready to send that one home.
You could definitely tell he was looking for that sweet spot. Oh.
And look at this, Aero Pilot, 0 boost. I'm just saying. Great challenge from Ben Dover to get that ball cleared. Now takes it off the right wall. Kib's going to catch. Oh, perfect clear. Colonel Ingus takes it, sends it back to midfield to Ben. Ben gets a pinch off the wall into the left corner for the orange team. Aero Pilot's going to come in and grab it with 0 boost, as per usual. I'm not sure why he was trying to aerial there. He did have 0 boost. Oh, great 50 by Kib to keep the ball relevant. Oh, and a perfect shot on net.
Ties it up with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. Yeah, this setup was really good, and you can see the delay in challenge from Ben Dover. He couldn't decide what he should do, if he should challenge or go back to net, so he got stuck in no man's land, and you absolutely know that Kib is going to bang in a shot over your head if you're not positioned correctly.
And look at this, Kib with the kickoff loss against Aero Pilot, who sort of founders in the corner. Colonel Ingus takes control on the left wall. Kib keeps it softly in the corner, now takes control on the right wall. Oh, and the pinch, the unfortunate pinch.
This is actually something that we see a lot from, well, not a lot, but this is something that we've seen from time to time in Colonel Ingus's gameplay. He makes a challenge, he makes a decision about a challenge a little bit too soon and doesn't take into account the positioning.
Colonel Ingus calling for a 3v1 versus Kib in the chat.
He's actually, what he's doing is he's calling for a 3v1 against Ben Dover because he sort of scored on his teammate there.
Gotcha. Well, an Aero Pilot gonna keep the ball in the corner where he allows Ben to grab boost, and great challenge from Kib to keep the ball off to the wall.
Oh, Colonel Lingus is there to tie up the game. Look at this.
2-2 at 2 minutes in the game.
A strong 50 going awry in your own half is always dangerous. And then Colonel Lingus's positioning was just perfect there to read that situation.
Indeed.
Colonel Lingus versus Kib.
And Kib wins the
Kib
kickoff
muscles it
off the
through.
wall. This is going to be a goal. Oh, and Bendover makes it back for the save. Aeropilot keeps the ball into the corner. Now
Good
Ben's
dash
got the
recovery from
ball
Bendover.
on his car. High flick. Kib's going to wait for it, push it out to his own corner. Look at this Aeropilot with 100 boost. What's going to... Oh, okay, never mind. But I don't think he was used to having 100 boost. That's...
Yeah, I know. I think that his car was moving faster than he'd expected.
Yeah. Now Kib's got 0 boost, but gets the ball clear, so he's going to go grab boost in his corner, while Colonel Lingus runs back to his corner to grab boost and ball. And Aeropilot with a great challenge.
At 0 boost. Kib nearly was able to turn that in, but Josh, Colonel Lingus is playing this really, really intelligently. Look at the flick attempt. He's been working on his Jazer flicks for a while now, and he's been really wanting to pull one out in a tournament situation like this.
Colonel Lingus misses the aerial, but Bendover is there to pick up the trash.
I think Colonel Lingus may not have noticed how little boost he had in that situation. He went up for a controlled aerial and was not able to get the touch he wanted. Which is going to give Tada some possession here.
Nice strong pinch, sends it over, and and Aeropilot was in the way just enough to send that ball wide.
Just got just over 30 seconds left in this match, and these teams are still neck and neck. Who's going to break out first?
Oh, and look at the soft touch by Kib. That was, again, you know, in the perfect spot at the perfect time. He read that from the beginning, I think.
Brilliant performance for sure. And the backflip to tip it in, just amazing.
God.
Aeropilot and Bendover, pretty neutral. Kib's actually going to get control of this. Aeropilot's been doing really well in his kickoffs.
Indeed. With the shot down into the corner, Bendover's going to collect out of the corner and tries to slow play it. Oh, and there's the, you know, Kib saw that play developing, I think, from the full time. He saw there was slow playing in the corner, brings it around, and just waits for the soft pop to send it in.
It's incredibly difficult to get the ball on your car smoothly from driving down off the back wall like that without getting it to pop up like that. And I think Kib knew that and was counting on that actually to happen. That being said, Colonel Lingus has got a great attempt here. Oh, he's just a little too high for the
hit a
double.
great double, but now Kib's going to do the air dribble in. Oh no, sends it to the ground. So winner of game 1 is Tada.
I just want to remind the audience, though, that this is, being the grand finals, this is a best of 5.
Do the
So
players
there's
know
more
that? I don't think we specified that.
I believe I did, but I'm going to do it again.
And this could be a long, because we could see a bracket reset here.
We very well could.
Okay, here we go now with Colonel Lingus and Kib going for kickoff.
Oh, so I see what Bendover was talking about with the colors. He wanted.
Oh, he wanted
wants to
team
be on
colors
orange
on.
team.
Oh.
He wanted to be on orange team because that's where they've got their sort of Lightning McQueen-esque presets.
Gotcha. Let's just talk about that play from Kib. That was just under duress the entire time, it seemed like, and sends another shot in. That was amazing.
I think that was twofold. That was, first off, just a fantastic mechanical display from Kib. Second off, I think that the blue team did not respect his prowess, and Colonel Lingus was a bit slow on the recovery, expecting Bendover to be able to do more.
So here we've got Bendover trying to control, sends it a little too hard. Kib sends the shot in. Ben collects in the corner, which sent Kib sends it right back through the corner across the goal. Ben's going to collect
the-
now. Around Aero
Taking it
Pilot.
slow here.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of options here, actually.
Oh, that
my
was really a fantastic play. But look, Aero Pilot, 0 boost.
He's actually got a great touch here. Oh, both
He
blue players
actually, did you
committed
see
to
that? He
this.
actually went out of his way to go grab boost. I'm wondering if what we said earlier is ringing in his head, or if, you know. Oh, rare miss by Ben Dover, really. Kib nudges him. They're going to send it back to the blue corner. Kib's going to send it across the net, where Colonel Ingus clears nicely over into the waiting hands of Aero Pilot, maybe? No. Colonel Ingus is going to stay on
challenge. Kib's got more control here. He doesn't have a lot of boost, though, so he may not be able to collect this. Oh, a double commit from blue team.
it. Look, Aero Pilot, 0 boost. I'm going to call it out every time I see it.
Just checking here. Absolutely 0 boost.
So here's what's funny. If you average the total amount of boost that Orange Team has had throughout this whole game, I'm going to guess it's probably around 30% boost the entire game.
They've really been playing aggressively here, and it has allowed them lots of shot opportunities, but they haven't been picking up a lot of boost here. But the interesting thing is the flip side of that, the blue team, despite having more boost more of the time, have not been able to capitalize.
That is true. That is true.
He's going to have a pop here, yep.
A little awkward on the recovery. Oh, the fake.
And
My
here's the thing about that play. Kib did not have boost that entire play. So it was his mere presence that causes Colonel Ingus to jump here.
Indeed. Well, the man is a menace. I mean, we've all played with him enough to know that you cannot, Kib, consider being not as good. Blue team asking Kib to just settle down, I think, is what's going on.
Asking Kib to please be worse than he is. But, you
Yes.
know, I've tried to ask him that before. And those of you who watched the previous tournament will know that Kib and I actually lost to Kib in a 1v1 in the last tournament. And so, despite pleas, Kib will not hear your pleas for mercy. Completely unrelenting, always looking to score.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see if Tada can keep up this kind of momentum to get a sweep for the bracket reset. Aero Pilot's going to control in the corner. He's got 100 boost. What's he going to do? And okay.
Oh, Ben Dover getting a great tap here.
Kib
Oh,
with the
Colonel
ball on
Ingus
his
versus
car
Kib.
with the and a great save by Colonel Ingus.
I actually think that that was an easier flick to save than it may have looked, because it seemed to be going directly at Colonel Ingus.
What
and
a
great
shot by
dunk.
Ben Dover. And see, that's the kind of mechanics we have yet to see in this game from him, and he's certainly capable of them.
He's been a little bit quiet throughout this series, but maybe this is him waking up. Who knows? Maybe they even pull back this game too.
Indeed, indeed. And we've got some accolades from chat. Frosty saying our commentating is amazing, and Silly Destiny has agreed. So thank you very much. We appreciate that. We believe we've got great synergy because, after all, we are related. So
The father and son synergy is actually quite real. But we always appreciate the kind comments and all the views. So thank you all so much for tuning in today.
look at the setup. Oh, great challenge by Colonel Ingus, but Kib's able to not get rattled. Aero Pilot goes up for the fake. My guess is he had 0 boost, so the fake was ineffective. That's just only a guess.
It's a great kill from Colonel Ingus there. Kib was just waiting to line up the shot. Oh, this is a little dangerous here. Oh, great clear from Kib. He's going to get the boost.
And the pop there. Great challenge by Aero Pilot. Kib's going to maintain control in the corner. Sends it back over to Ben. Ben sends it out. Aero Pilot hits the shot. Colonel Ingus blocks it. Ben sends the shot deep in the corner. Kib goes up. Is blocked by Colonel Ingus. Kib's going to touch. Oh.
Great flick. Aero Pilot's here.
With
He may
58
go up
boost.
for this.
Yeah.
Oh, Kib's been
Going
tripped
for-
up. This could be. Oh my.
What a
What
pass.
an incredible play. Yeah, that pass was almost in itself. That was the attempted astral pinch.
Right?
That was incredible.
And to not send it just screaming across the net, but to send it just the perfect speed for Colonel Ingus to take advantage of, that was an amazing pass.
That was really nice. Oh,
Oh.
strong challenge from Aero Pilot. Might be, wow. Almost scored off of a strong challenge there from the Plaid.
Oh, Aero Pilot
Aero
going up. Look at that. If we can they get one more in? Nope. It's
It's a
going to
strong
drop.
clear. Colonel
And
Ingus is
look at
going to have
this.
to take this.
And
Wow.
ta-da for the win. So now we are headed to the bracket reset.
This is a best of 5. So not quite.
That's right. My bad. I neglected that. My apologies. Oh, and look at this. Oh, are they going to give them the... No. Look at this. Ta-da. Ta-da, not giving them the color they needed. A little bit of
Wow.
mind games going on there.
You know, I can see it. You know, Kib and
Kib may
Aeropilot
be-
are both.
Kib may be Canadian, but he does stuff like this.
Yes. Although Blue coming out very strong here. A really quick counter attack.
Aeropilot just bites completely on the fake and puts himself way out of position for the early goal from Colonel Ingus. Now Blue's up 1-0. Ben wins a solid kickoff. Now they're up 2-0.
To see the regain from these two players is really inspiring. I think that having played so much with Colonel Ingus in the past, his mentality is so solid. He generally, like genuinely, one of the kindest, most easygoing guys you will ever meet. So in a high pressure
Indeed.
situation like this,
What
oh
a
my goodness, what a
save.
shot and what a save.
That was an amazing save by Ben Dover.
But in a high pressure situation like this, Colonel Ingus is not.
And
He might get nervous, but he's not going to bend or break.
let's talk about that save that we just saw from Kib as well. Two fantastic saves on both sides of the pitch from these teams.
And
Oh, what a
this-
bump. And
Oh
Ben
my
there for the
goodness.
backward shot. Oh, Kachow is coming out swinging. An early 3-0 lead still with 4:20 left.
That is pretty magnificent to say the least.
As
The
Mr.
awareness.
As Mr. Sniffles says in chat, watch out for the Kachow train. Kachugga, kachugga.
Mr. Sniffles, for those who don't know, was actually set to be in this tournament, but due to unforeseen circumstances, couldn't actually be here today. Bud, we hope we get you in the next one. That's a great open net.
And a
Kib.
nice goal by Tada. Bring it back within 2, still with 4:12 left in this match. I'll tell you what, at the rate this is going, we could be in for another 2 hours worth of Rocket League. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just hungry. So,
Yeah, Dad, when are you making dinner? Because it's kind of.
it is 8:30 here at Central Time Zone, and the son and I have yet to have dinner. So, you know.
You
like I
think
said-
maybe the mom plays has something in the oven?
Man, I don't know. Or what about the brother plays? Maybe he's cooking. Who knows?
You kidding me? He doesn't cook unless the girlfriend plays is over.
That is true. That is true.
Bend over to collect in the corner here. Gets it around the first challenge. He's gonna play this slow. He sees Kib's giving him space. He's gonna
Yep.
use all of it.
He's given his buddy time to get back, but Colonel Ingalls isn't ready. Oh, and Kib bought on the fake. That was well timed by Ben Dover. Ben retreating for boost. Colonel Ingalls is going to stay on the ball. Don't give Kib any space. That's. Oh, there we
This is a
go. The
great
pass.
outplay.
What a play. What a play. That was extraordinary teamwork. This first shot right here to get Kib out of the play, the nice soft pass to Colonel Ingus, that was well done, gentlemen.
I think that there it is. Yep. The speed has been found. Colonel Lingus says that we have found our speed. Yeah, it looks like they are really playing inside of their bounds as a team, which I think was really the only thing that was catching them off guard in previous games.
Indeed.
Bendover's going to
Strong
fire a
pop
shot
is
on.
Aero Pilot going to Aero Pilot
Oh
for the
my gosh,
save.
Aeropilot!
Oh, unfortunately,
Wow.
Colonel Linguist is there to put it back in, but that was a tremendous save by Aero Pilot.
Wow, I don't even know what to say about that. That was, I didn't expect that at all, but continually impressing me there.
You know, you can't count Aero Pilot out. The man is not only a flight instructor, he's one heck of a guitar player. He's currently learning to build guitars himself as well. I mean, the man is multi-talented.
And in addition to all those talents we've been talking about, he's also been, you know, as they say, clapping fools in Rocket League. So it's been
Indeed.
great to have him on in this tournament. Hopefully we have him on many more to come. Look at him go.
You know, and I have this on good authority that he actually plays bass in a rock band that is huge in Poland.
he hasn't been overseas yet, but I know that they're gonna have him, and you know what? People are gonna love him. He's a man of few words, you know, strong silent type as a bass player because you have to be.
Right.
He lets the sunglasses and the mustache and the pocket do the talking.
Well, the man has a mustache that, let's be honest, I think anybody on the server would be envious of. It is Tom Selleck worthy, I will say that.
It's quite good. And not only that, but you know, he's just super easygoing personality. You heard in the interview, you know, he's just super calm.
What a shot
really
by
great.
Colonel Angus. Completely caught Kib out of position and just played a ground to air dribble to perfection.
That's the thing about Colonel Lingus is he is always making the right decision when he's got the ball on the ground. When he's in the air, he can be a little squirrely at times, and we've seen consistency there in the past. But when he's got the ball on the ground, he's comfortable, and when he's comfortable, he's one thing, and that's dangerous.
Kib sends the ball over to his left corner, goes for the pinch, doesn't quite connect well. Ball goes out to
He's
middle.
going to get control here. Kib's got low boost. He's not going to really charge this. He's going to wait for a powerful clear. Look at the pass play. Here it goes. Bendover's up.
The 1-2 pass. Look at this shot.
Oh my goodness.
That
What
was
an
almost
attempt.
incredible. Instead, we leave to an open net here for Tada. Now it's a 6-2 lead with a minute 5 left. Is there time enough for Tada to make a comeback?
All I can say here is that Kachow is looking for the reverse sweep here, and as a fan of Rocket League, as a fan of these players, you know, yeah, that's all you can ask for. That's all you can hope for.
Indeed,
Sharp
Colonel
pick
Ing is
off.
saying in chat they went for the RLCS highlight and they almost got it. That was almost an amazing play.
Team pinch attempt here as well. The synergy from these players who have never really spent any time together, it's only growing as the matches go on.
Look at Colonel Ingas just balling the entire orange team right there, and yet somehow Kib is able to maintain composure to get back for the save.
You see the strength of both players there, and I love seeing those kinds of plays because, like, oh my goodness.
Look
you
at
just see
this.
Kib.
Look at this. This is Kib doing what Kib does right here. The catch, the control, the deke one way, the flip to the other side, over the player, in the net.
The thing about Kib's control is most players are able to do what he does once. But Kib can do that in several different positions anytime he gets in those positions in any game. He
Indeed.
doesn't let his mental get in the way. And
Here he
because
goes.
of
He's
that,
grabbing a full tank of boost.
Yep.
Oh,
Great 50 by Bendover, though, to take control
now
here.
Ben playing it slow. Yep. I think
Good
Kib's just
opportunity
scrambling right
here.
there now. All right, this game is going to go down for Kachow.
Looks like Tada wants to get one for the road here, but clearly I don't see that this game is going to go any other way other than in the way of Kachow.
Yeah, 1 second left. There's not enough for 2 goals. So this game is going to go down for Kachow, as you said. All right, well done, gentlemen.
Both teams.
Yeah, I might want to put in chat that now we are game 4 of the BO5.
Yes.
Yep, it currently stands. I see Kib is a little confused. Yep. So it currently stands. Tada has won 2 games. Kachow has won 1.
Yep. There's the Nevermind from Kib.
I've got to say, this is exactly what I was hoping the grand finals would be. We're watching some teams come out swinging. And, here's my question, though. With Jared being, on the older side, he's not as old as me, Aero Pilot, that is. Do you think we're seeing some fatigue here? He's not used to playing these marathon Rocket League matches.
I think that would be true if he were a more mechanical player, but because of his positional style, okay. For a sec, I saw Kip had 140 ping, and I was thinking we might have to change servers, but it looks like we're in good shape.
Good.
But yeah, what I was saying, so I really do think that his positional style lends for a longevity that a mechanical player may not have. Me, myself, being a mechanical player, I know that I do get fatigued at times, but a more positional player, look at him go. He's clearly still got his head in the game.
Oh, what a block by Aero Pilot right there. And look, 0 boost. Every time we're on him, he's on 0 boost. Oh, and Kib just some way finds a way to put that across the goal line.
Yeah, that touch from Colonel Lingus, I think, might have been a bit rushed. I think if he had waited for the touch off the back wall, I think he had a much better clear than rushing that. So what we're actually seeing is not fatigue on the part of Aero Pilot, but we're actually seeing a bit of fatigue on the part of the blue team, which I don't know that I expected.
Indeed, indeed. Meanwhile, Kib's just a young buck, and he's got all the energy in the world. In other words, he could do this all day.
Well, I'm going to be honest. Kib takes more naps than I think anybody I know. So he's probably had his naps for the day. And so he's fueled up and ready to go.
And another great touch by Kib.
So I think the trend that we're seeing here is the team that starts strong is finishing strong as well. And so what blue team needs to do right now is to dig deep and find some way to break through that momentum, because
yeah, Kachow has
it
a
doesn't
tough hill to
fire.
climb, being down 2-0 in a best-of-5. Oh, the great demo by Ben. Sends the ball over to Colonel Lingus, who pops it high, going to come down. Oh, Ben over
He
almost with
almost
the
read
almost
that.
with the double tap. Colonel Lingus just doing everything he can to try to stop that ball. Unfortunately, with 0 boost, there's not much he could do, and Kib sends it to the back of the net for a 3-goal lead with 4 minutes left.
Unfortunately, this is what we're seeing this is the one downside in Colonel Ingus's play style. He likes to take these really exaggerated turns when he challenges the ball sometimes, and what that lends itself to is not particularly good clears. So twice they've gotten scored on now because of a poor clear from Colonel Ingus. And he's gonna need to dig deep if he wants to pull back this game.
Indeed. Oh, and Kib sends another one in. Oh, it's not. Oh, there we go. That was almost amazing. And Aero Pilot gets the mark on his side of the ledger for the goal.
Yeah, that was a little bit, I would say, a little bit careless from Bend over to let that ball kind of go in front of him like that, but he did really, really well to stop that first attack. Aero Pilot was just too quick on the finish.
Yeah. And while we're going here, let me ask chat, how does the stream actually look? I changed a bunch of settings, stream settings today, because I know last time we were dropping a lot of frames. So just want to ask, how does the stream look? Nice ball control from Bend over.
Oh, the bump into Aero Pilot. Colonel Lingus is gonna have some control here, but
And Aero Pilot for the
once
challenge
again,
with 3 boost. The man is a machine.
he really has learned how to adapt really well, because these players are not playing like Plats. They are really, really going for it here, and they're playing at a much higher level than he's used to. Nevertheless, he's just getting in there and doing incredible work.
He is indeed. Well, and it's easy to do when you're playing with Kib, to be honest with you. I mean, you can take some liberties with your gameplay, knowing that Kib is always going to be there either for the save if there's an outplay, or to put it in the net if you end up, driving it in.
That's very true. The thing that Kib does Kib does a lot of things incredibly well, and that's why he's both one of our favorite people to have in these tournaments and the bane of our existence, because he keeps winning, is he's great at reading those situations and playing off of any teammate.
Yeah.
You know, of all of my twos teammates, he's always been the one that has helped me get the highest. And that's just because of his amazing ability to read the play.
Yeah. Well, and I will say this: of any team I think that we've had going against Kib, it's look at this, just a bully play by Colonel Lingus. Just he was
Well
not going to
played.
be denied.
He didn't even have a lot of boost here either. He just had the momentum going behind him.
But what I was saying is, of any team that we've had going against a Kib team, I think the duo of Colonel Ingus and Ben Dover have the best shot. I mean, they are such powerhouses individually.
I think that their team looks a lot different from other teams that we have here because rather than having a higher player and a lower player, we've actually got two players who are very nearly the same rank.
Yeah.
And that part of that is a product of several teams losing their third. But they have learned how to play that to their strength, I think.
Yeah, indeed.
Aeropilot getting some
and
some
bend
good
over.
touches in
Oh,
there.
bend over with a flick. Ben, with a quick turn. Oh,
Fake.
Colonel Lingus with the fake. And then Ben had somewhat of a mistouch, which leaves the net wide open for another Kib shot.
Unfortunately, Blue's rotations have started to bog down as both players are sort of playing hero here. You see an unfortunate aerial there from Bendover, and then, of course, the overcommit from Colonel Lingus, which is just an unfortunate side effect there.
And chat saying that the stream quality has actually been pretty good, except it has been a little bit spotty. But that could be due to some internet issues on their part as well. But they said the overall stream looks pretty good. So thank you guys, I appreciate that. And here we go. Oh, thought Kib was going to put in for the Brazil. Now
really
Kib with
fast.
0 boost. Yep. And Aeropilot with a great challenge to send the ball safely back into their corner. Oh, what a pass! Nice catch
Great
from Colonel
pass back.
Lingus.
He's going to need to play it slow here. He does well. Oh, and over the second. Kib's too fast. Oh, Bendover's playing this slow. Look at him go.
Oh, Colonel Lingus comes in
look
for
at
the
that.
great shot. You know, they're being ultra aggressive right now, but they have to.
Yeah, I think if I'm... Oh, is that Colonel Lingus say his piece?
I think he's, yep. Welcome to Brazil. I see it coming. I see it coming.
Of course, he's got to kick off here, so we're not going to
Right,
get to
right.
see it. But that's definitely what he was about
Colonel
to type.
Lingus takes the ball, going to the wall. Oh, and kind of a little bit of a rough landing there, which, you know, have no fear. That's not how he lands his planes, so we're okay. Oh, there we go.
If you're blue team here, what do you do to regain? Because clearly this game is not going in their way.
Yeah, I think, you know, you just concede the bracket reset. You recoup and you come out firing in, you know, the bracket reset. You just have to be ultra aggressive, knowing that if you take one player out of the mix, then Tada could be, well, they will be much less effective. But you've just got to focus on taking Kib out of the play.
Oh, look at the mind games here from Colonel Lingus. Saying you won't go to OT. He's trying to challenge them to put 5 shots in their own net so that we get to go see the overtime. I doubt they're going to do that here, but it was a great attempt.
Oh, Kib going for the Doomsy.
Oh, look at that touch from Aeropilot.
And there we go, 7-3 at the buzzer. All right, so I'm actually going to back out so that I can log the scores for the bracket reset. So here we go. Now we've got Kachow versus Tada in the bracket reset. Okay. Let's see. There we go. All right. Nice. So now.
It appears that Colonel Lingus did not know that there was a bracket reset, so he's excited to know that he's still got a lifeline.
Nice. Okay, so let's go back to the game on the pitch. Okay, so now you need to tell them that this is a best of 5 from this point forward.
Right.
And here we go. This is it, guys. The bracket reset. Will the Kib team come back from the losers bracket to take the whole thing again? Yeah, Ben Ben is happy because now they've got the orange side. Oh, is everybody in?
Shoot, we don't have any blue team.
Okay, we may have to restart the match, have everybody back out.
All right, let's.
Did Tada realize that this is now the bracket reset? I'm sure Kib did. He's been here before, apparently. So this is old hat to him.
I do think that these it's possible that these players are seeing a little bit of mental fatigue.
Indeed, we've
as
been
they
at
have
this.
been going now
Yeah,
for
we've been
a
at
couple
this a
hours
long.
now.
Oh, and Kib's now in. So.
Wait, are you in?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I just now left. Let's go back in.
Oh, why'd you leave?
Because Kib had joined. Kib had joined, and so the clock had started.
All right, let's see if I can get these players in.
All right, and so while you do that, I'll come back over here and we can just talk about a little bit about what we're getting ready to see.
Just
so,
joined.
What's that? Is
They've
everyone
just joined. They haven't joined teams yet, but they're in the match.
All right, sweet. Well, let's go back to the pitch then. So what we've got Tada, who just went through the losers bracket to beat the winner of the upper bracket. Now for the bracket reset. So at this point, the first team to win 3 games is the winner. And here we go. We've got Colonel Lingus and Aero Pilot on the kickoff. Neutral kickoff goes to the left wall. Ben takes control, going for the wall shot. Kib collects, sends a clear all the way down to the blue right corner where he's going to control. Waits for the 50. Colonel Lingus gets a good 50. Ben comes in, takes over, takes it to the left wall. Oh, sorry, that was Aero Pilot.
He's got the lob, but Bendover's got a great clear here. Blue team on the back foot.
Oh, and Aero Pilot just really falls for the fake, but comes back in for
Does a great job to recover.
And guess how much boost he has? I'm just saying.
Oh, that's a great
oh,
shot.
what
oh
a
my goodness! What a
oh,
save. Oh,
that was an amazing save.
so close. That's actually a little bit odd that didn't go out. It seemed like maybe he wasn't completely behind the ball, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got Colonel Lingus and Kib on the kickoff. Let's see how this goes. Colonel Lingus
way
wins, but
pretty good.
Aeropilot's going to take control and send the shot down to the orange corner. Oh, and sends a shot
at
right
Aeropilot
across the net. You know, I've got to say, I'm really enjoying watching Bendover and Colonel Lingus play together. Oh, and what a chip shot. What a chip shot by Bendover.
Yeah, what they're doing really well is, I mean, there's a couple of moments when the rotations look a little strange, but what they're doing well is bouncing back, and they're playing the game together. They're
Right.
playing as a team. It's not two players on the pitch.
Right, exactly. Ben with a good kickoff. Kib's going to collect, catch the ball on his car, send it to the wall. Almost got it around Ben, but a good challenge there, so it keeps it down in the blue half of the pitch.
Ben's now dead, but Colonel Lingus is in a decent position. Gets beaten.
Oh, the
A little
double
bit awkward
whiff.
here. Bendover's got an opportunity.
And there it is. A rare whiff by Kib. Set the ball up nicely for
This is the
Bendover.
thing. This is where all of the weird touches and things that Colonel Lingus has been pulling all tournament long are going to start paying dividends, because now Kib and Aeropilot are going to start having to think, is he going to hit that?
Oh, yeah.
And that slight bit of hesitation is going to go in the way of the orange team, just like we saw.
I don't know if
Aeropilot
that
is
was
taking all-
that was a key. I don't know if you noticed that. Aeropilot went for boost.
I did see that, but
that
he,
was huge. He
he
never
actually
does
went
that.
for the. It's one of those moves. It's a secret signature move. He only pulls it out for special occasions. It's
Oh,
like
here
a
we go.
fine
Ben
bourbon.
with a great setup off the left wall. Going to take Josh. Oh, did you see? Josh saw the pass play coming. He read that all the way, and he was ready for it. Unfortunately, so did Kib, and then he saved it. But
Again, just a great example of those two playing around each other so smoothly.
what a block by Colonel Lingus. And there's Kib. You know, he doesn't rock that red tag for nothing. That's all I'm saying.
He definitely earned it. The thing to take into account, though, is the Kachow does have their correct team colors, which
Exactly.
which could mean an up to 10% speed boost, depending on the car hitbox they're driving. Because we all know that the Octane hitbox is the fastest, and that's why everybody uses it.
Well, that's just facts.
Yeah.
So, chat, how about you guys? What do you guys see for predictions in this now best of 5 in the bracket reset? Are we going to see Kib climb back up again to take the whole thing, or do you think Ben and Colonel Lingus are going to give them a big run and end up taking it in the end? And how many games do you see this going? Wow. What happened with Colonel Lingus there? Was that, I mean, he appeared to be back in time. Oh, he was coming
issue
up
with that
backwards.
one-
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the issue with that one is he had too much time. And the thing about Colonel Lingus, he's a thinker, which in many ways is a good thing. But when the
Indeed.
ball is flying at you at 5 miles an hour, that is a really bad thing, because he second-guessed his own attack way too many times.
And we've got Matt in chat saying that Aeropilot's going to start picking up 100 boost and just not using it. That's that would be such a mind game, and I hope it happens. I so hope it happens.
Not wait to see that.
You know, I don't see any fatigue out of Kib at all. He's sinking them all just like it was the first game of the day.
Kib has a really good longevity. And the thing about Kib is we will notice if he does start to fall off, because Kib is one of those players that once he does fall off, you really can notice it. His speed starts to slow down, his reads slow down, but it takes so much to grind him down to that point.
Yeah.
He's just been too resilient this tournament.
Well, and here's the scary part. All of us on the server, we have never seen a 100% Kib. He's had a concussion. He's been dealing with a concussion issue since we've known him. How scary is that?
Yeah, that's true. To think that he's only using about, anywhere between 15 and 17% of his brain capacity at any moment, To think what he could have done when he had the rest of his brain there intact, ready to go.
Nice little chip shot. Unfortunately, Ben isn't able to clear it strong and just lays it up for a nice little easy putback for Kib.
See, this is where, and this is exactly how the last tournament turned out. Basically, what happened was Kib was like, "Oh, I think dinner's ready. It's time to start winning faster here." And he just starts putting away goals like there's no tomorrow. And once Kib gets going, you really have to challenge him fast and challenge him often.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
not give him the opportunity
Well,
to do what he's doing now.
that right there was, if he's got the ball on his car, it's too late. Ben going for the flip reset. Gets it, but can't capitalize.
Power.
Great 50. Yeah.
He's going to take control. Oh, the double commit.
Look, look, look. Zero boost.
Zero boost once again. An alternate name for Aeropilot would be something along the lines of no boost, no problem.
Right, right.
Looks like we're about to have game one go in favor of Tada.
Indeed. Indeed. And Matt in chat dishing out some really good advice. Demo Kib. I mean, that's that's what you and I said, before this match was that's how Kachow is going to have to take control is they've got to eliminate the main threat.
Yeah, exactly. The physicality can sometimes throw off a really mechanical opponent. The only thing is Kib has been incorporating physicality into his own gameplay, which has made him even more of a threat.
He has. He certainly has. And the thing about Kib too is if you're going to go for the demo, you have to demo. If you just get a bump, his recoveries are insane. I have seen him hit some bangers off of recoveries.
He goes again.
Starting right where he left off last game.
Yeah, see, there was too much passive play there by Bendover. I really would have liked to see him just challenge that. I don't know how much boost he had, but it doesn't matter. When Kib's got the ball on his car, you just can't leave him be.
Yeah. But the downside is when he's got it that deep in your territory already, when do you challenge? I mean, it's almost a no-win proposition at that point. See, now that was a great challenge by Colonel Lingus because he never gave Kib an opportunity to recover. Oh no! And the
Almost opportunity.
Yeah, Colonel Lingus actually saved that ball. That's right. Ben's going to take it off the corner. Doesn't quite have enough to get back to it.
It's still that corner though. He
There you
forces
go.
Kib to give up that ball early, which is good.
That's exactly what you have to do.
Look at Aeropilot though, really getting in there and disrupting. I hope you, the audience, are really excited for Bracket Reset. For us as commentators, it's just getting to watch our friends do awesome things on the pitch. So if y'all are excited, let us know in chat.
Another strong shot by Kib. So, we're looking at Tada going up 2-0 with 4 minutes left. What a bump by Aeropilot. See, that's the kind of unappreciated gameplay that, people like he and I think live off of. I am not a mechanical player by any stretch. I do good to jump in the air and hit the ball, but I will always look for bumps, demos, and boost grabs. And it's those kind of small things that I think can really turn a game around against a much more mechanically superior teammate.
Exactly.
Or,
and
opponent,
I think that Aeropilot has really figured out what his role on this team is. He's not going to be the one who's pushing the ball upfield and dishing it to a teammate. He's figured out that he is the one getting carried here. So his job is to let Kib be on the ball as much as possible and to deny that exact same thing for his opponents. And he's done a really good job of that so far this game.
Well, and how many times do you hear, a lot of the better teams are comprised of players that know their place. They're not all mechanical wizards. They're not all, scoring geniuses. They're players who know their job and do it well. And I really think, oh, what a touch by Bendover.
It's really, really nice. I think that there's not a whole lot of angles he could have got there, and anything that was any faster than that was going to probably go right into the waiting arms of Kib or Aeropilot, but that was just Beautifully played.
Aeropilot gets the demo on bend over. Sends the ball to the right wall. Kib's going to take it off the wall. He's going for the double. Here it is. Oh,
Look at Aeropilot though.
yep. And
Oh, and the demo
there's
by
that.
Kib.
Yep. There's that play that we were talking about earlier. He's starting to incorporate those more and more. And Colonel Angus with a fantastic play off the right wall.
He's been working a lot on these. One of the things that I'm seeing a lot in my friends, Colonel Angus is one, Cactus Hugs is another. All of these friends here in this server, they're working on their play on the wall, and to see the growth in that is both exciting because when I'm their teammates, that's good to see, and scary because I know one day I'll be their opponent in a tournament such as this.
We saw Aeropilot with the ball on his card doing a little bit of magic there. Unfortunately, wasn't able to capitalize. Now Ben's going to take it over to the left corner. Aeropilot takes it back to the corner.
But Ben's had pretty much zero boost for a while now, but he has maintained a very relevant position on this field.
Oh, what a save by Kib.
Here comes Colonel Angus.
Colonel Angus going with the toe mater.
Hey, that actually works with their theme. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Oh, what a boost steal by Colonel Angus. He's going to get a counterattack off of this.
Kib's back in a hurry. He's so fast. What positioning, but Ben is able to send in the equalizer with 2:14 left.
So this is definitely something to take note of. I think that Ben's starting to get the read on Kib. He's been placing shots and getting bumps and things in positions that have made Kib a little bit uncomfortable, and we're seeing that. And so if Colonel Angus can continue to feed into that situation, then Kachow might have this.
We shall see, but the only thing is, I don't know that you can ever fully get a read on Kib because I think there's times when Kib doesn't even know what he's going to do,
Well, somebody who spends that much time in free play, the game becomes improvisational at that point. Look at Aeropilot here. May have a shot.
That was a great demo on Kib. Ben with a nice wave dash shot, but still doesn't have enough to get to it. Oh. Another Kib demo. Now we've got Tada back up by 1 with minute 38 left.
This was an unfortunate overcommit by Colonel Angus here. I think that he got himself too far away from goal side and then began flipping. So he was really out of position when Kib made that fast turn.
Colonel Angus collects back in the corner, sends it deep, goes up after it. Kib challenges. Ball comes back out towards mid. Oh, bend over and Colonel Angus both sort of fighting over the ball there. And Aeropilot just being a menace in the corner, trying not to let bend over get any control over the ball. He's going to go back after it with 0 boost, no less. Of course, Kib takes the boost because he knows his partner doesn't need it.
Yeah, I think if you're Kib there and you see your teammate getting close to that boost, I don't even think you have to call him off it. I think you just know he doesn't want it.
Well, think about how freeing it is to be playing a game where you realize you can take any boost at any time and not have to worry about it.
I mean, I think that Kib is probably in heaven here. Going back to the free play main thing, you know how used he is to having unlimited boost.
Oh, exactly.
We see powerhouses in RLCS like Joyo, and I mean, really probably anybody on Moist, but especially Joyo. You see these players who spend 2 or 3 hours a day in free play with an unlimited boost. Their ability to just improvise the game of Rocket League is really, really exciting to see, and we're seeing the exact same thing from Kib here.
Ben gets an errant touch. He's going for that ground to air dribble. He's set up nicely for it, but gets an errant first touch that sends it wide.
Look at Aeropilot on the 50 there. It's a dangerous position. Bendover's here for this.
All right, and it looks like game 2 is going to go back to Tada, maybe.
Wow, so close.
All right, so
that
game
extra bounce
2.
I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
That is the conclusion of game 2. Goes in the way of Tada. We go to game 3.
And Chet, I apologize if the commentary has slowed down a bit. Again, we've been at this now for 3 hours. The son and I being the only commentators. It is 9 p.m. here Central Time. We have not had dinner.
We're missing. There he is.
So again, I apologize if the chat has slowed down, if we're not as witty maybe as we were earlier, but quite frankly, I'm a little hungry. So
Yeah, but you know the way that this is going, you know, who knows how long we'll be at this. That was
Yeah.
a really, really nice opportunity. It looks like Orange Team's starting out pretty hot here.
And the miss by Bendover, but the cleanup by Colonel Angus sends it back to the blue corner. Ben's going to grab boost. Kib's going to get a little pop and then try to follow it in and almost on target.
It's a great boost.
Ben's got a good setup here. Over Aero Pilot. Oh. Waiting for Josh to come in, or waiting for Colonel Angus to come in and clean up for him. And a shot far left. Oh, well-placed shot. You just, that was perfectly placed. Unfortunately, it was against Kib, who can traverse the entire net at a moment's notice.
Well, he didn't actually touch that. That was posting out.
Really?
Actually.
Okay.
Look at this placement. Wow. Kib once again showing just how important it is to really practice your shots. Yeah. He understands the Dominus hitbox like nobody else that I know. He can just put things wherever he wants.
Aero Pilot
Aero
versus
Pilot versus
Bendover.
Bendover?
Yep. Aero.
I like the patience from Colonel Angus here. Not sure why Bendover went up for that. It's going to leave Kib with an open net. You know what he does with those.
So, do you feel like... I almost get the feeling that Kachow is trying to take someone out of the play by keeping the ball in the air. In other words, they're trying to keep Aero Pilot out of the play by keeping the ball in the air, but unfortunately that plays into the stronger player's hands.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I think that the strength of Kachow lies not necessarily in any particular mechanic, but more in the consistency of skill across the board, because they've got two champs.
And how about that challenge from the backside from Aero Pilot to just obliterate any chance that Bendover had of getting that ball in the net?
That was really, really nice. And that was a really good attempt there by Kachow. I really liked, we call that the twos meta in my friends group, because all you've got to do once you beat one defender, have your lead man attack the guy in net. So that you can
and again, look at Aero Pilot playing that role to perfection. He chased down the attacker and demoed him from behind before he could get a shot on net.
I don't even know, you know, at this point I'm feeling like he's running off of pure instinct. It's almost animalistic in nature, the way that this guy's prowling around the field looking for prey. It's really, really exciting to see.
Well, you know, we talked about how freeing it is. Oh, and sends it home. We talked about how freeing it is for Kib to be able to go around and grab boost without any worries on whether or not his teammate needs it. How about for Aero Pilot, knowing he can do whatever he wants to do on the pitch because he's got a Kib there waiting to either, you know, again, pick up the pieces, send the shot in, whatever he needs to do. And I really think that Aero Pilot is being able to play more freely because of that, which is playing strongly to the blue team's advantage.
In their player interview, Kib mentioned that it was a little bit weird knowing that they had lost their sort of middle strength player, but they seem to have found some sort of odd synergy between two players that are probably within the realm of maybe 300 MMR apart.
I was going to say, I don't think you could get more different stylistically from these two players. And look what they're doing to every opponent they've come across, really. I mean, yes, they got knocked down to the lower bracket. But they've been able to climb out relatively easily.
I think it's really, you know, Kachow had a really strong chance, and they really do still. They're just going to have to turn around with a lot of momentum, and you know, just the way that Tada is playing right now, I don't know that that's going to happen, because they're going to need 4 goals in 1 minute and 40 seconds, or they're out.
Yeah.
And we will have
Oh,
a new
there's
winner.
one.
Oh wow.
There's one. That was a fantastic pass from Ben Dover to bring it across the goal at the perfect speed, and Colonel Angus was right there waiting.
That was just a great read on the play to know that Ben Dover had that touch, because that would have been an overcommit from Colonel Angus in any other scenario. But he read that really well. Oh, and the dunk.
Look at this. Look at this. 1:37 left. So in the matter of 8 seconds, Kachow has recouped 2 goals.
They brought this back within 2 really nicely.
And we've got Silly for Destiny in our chat, who must be a member of our server, because he's mentioned, I bet he looks at that "dang it Kib" sign every time he scores a goal. So I don't know if you've seen that, but Kib is into 3D printing, and an oft-heard phrase on the server is "dang it Kib." And I'm wondering if he's looking at that whenever he scores to give himself a little more internal motivation or some sick sense of satisfaction, possibly. I'm not sure. Again, he is Canadian, so you never quite know what he's thinking. Other than, if it's about maple syrup, I think. That's just conjecture, though. I'm not Canadian, so I wouldn't really know for sure.
Yeah, we'll need to do a focus group on that at some point. Oh, that's a great touch from Ben Dover. He's going to have some time on this now.
And he's got 94 boost. Oh, Aeropilot just missing a challenge.
Really slowly, though. Yeah, he actually gave Aeropilot time to get back in the play there.
Great setup.
Not sure that was the way to go.
Oh.
30 seconds and a mountain to climb if you're Kachow right now. I see
There's the pass. There it is. Get in there. Oh.
Such a phenomenal attempt and a great burst of energy, but at the end of the day, I just think that Kib and Aeropilot are just playing too well together.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. You give Ben Dover and Colonel Angus some more time together, they're going to be a phenomenal duo.
That is a scary twos team if I've ever seen one. And honestly, and that's the great thing about those 2 players. You put them with anybody.
Yeah.
And they're going to form a good twos team out of it. But together especially. They've got one more chance here for the road. But Tada will be.
And that is it. Tada is our winner. So, wow. That's all I've got to say. I mean, that was...
I'm going to invite both teams over for...
Yes. I think that would be... the thing to do here. So now let me fix this. And that was a clean sweep for Tada in the bracket reset for the win. I mean, that's just that's an amazing feat, and it's to see a sweep in the bracket reset for the win, that was just absolutely amazing. And I believe now we have the Sun Plays ready for the player interviews. Do you not?
Yes, I do, Dad. So I've actually got, like I said, I got both teams here. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to look at Kachow. So your performance, you guys, was, I mean, the way that you were playing as a team cohesively was so fun to watch. I do have a question though. So how did it feel? Like, what was the mental process once the bracket reset happened, once you had lost the first best of 5 and you knew there was another one coming?
I definitely felt better because we definitely had the colors.
Yeah, facts. The color change was very important. I think really brought our speed back. But
wow, Colonel Angus, you're ripped.
Jeez.
Face reveal. We've been playing together for like a year and a half, and I've not seen this man's face. Look at that. Just look at his face. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Sorry, getting lost in his eyes. Back to it. But yeah, so yeah, that was just an amazing series, you guys. I'd like to look over to Aeropilot and Kib. So how did y'all feel at the bracket reset when you knew that step 1 was done and you still had a mountain to go?
was pretty nervous about Dover, and I could not. Dude was dribbling all over me. I was just trying not to make mistakes that would be detrimental.
Yeah, and I guess now I'd like to turn this over to Kib. So, Kib, how was it playing with Aeropilot? How was the synergy? I noticed towards the end there, you both were playing completely different roles on the pitch, but still managing to play like a unit in a way towards the same goal. And how was that? Oh, well,
That's
Can
how
I
it was.
can I say how Pilot like adapted over the games? Like every game he got better, and that like really surprised me because like when I was like going up at the wall, he was like challenging, like even like going up for like aerials, like.
Yeah, absolutely. I was very impressed. Seeing what your MMR rank was and then how you played, it does not match. You definitely seem like such a higher level player than what you're labeled.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I just watching the growth over those two best of fives was really fun for me because I know all of y'all. I played with all of y'all except for Aeropilot, but that'll happen eventually. But just watching the two teams' synergies increase was really fun. So there's one more question for each team, and you can answer this however you want. But what was the highlight moment for this tournament for both of you? I mean, I can probably assume it was winning the whole thing for you two, but just what was it for y'all that really made it worth it?
Well, for me, it was fun. Like playing with Ingus. Because I never played with him before, and we only played only for like 2 days, and it was like really like fun, like bonding and like playing with him.
Yeah, I think it was really cool just playing with someone new and trying to make it work to adapt for a whole tournament. Um, yeah, I think that part's just kind of the best.
My Discord fixed itself, but my favorite part was probably just like falling into the rhythm of being able to play with Aeropilot because we had like never played before whatsoever, and just being able to fall into that rhythm and kind of get into the good old vibe at the end there. It was good.
Excellent.
I feel like Kib and I were kind of reading each other a heck of a lot better than when we started. I mean, it was, yeah, because I was all over the map, so it was good.
Definitely. The one thing that Dad and I noticed was you Aeropilot you figured out what your role was and you stuck to it beautifully towards the end, and you were denying boosts, you were getting bumps, you were challenging when it was necessary. And so you were playing to your strengths brilliantly, and you probably allowed Kib to play probably some of the easiest games of Rocket League he's ever played, only because you were doing so much dirty work. And it was
Yeah, he
great to
was
see.
he was capitalizing on some of this stuff. Yeah, for sure. And a lot of people are probably seeing some of his goals, and they're like, "Come on," you know. It was
Yeah.
awesome though.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys again. I really hope that we can do another one of these tournaments with everybody here and more. I'd love to have more teams and everything. So thank you guys again for playing. Congratulations
Yeah,
to Da
congratulations.
and to Kachow. Great colors, great team name. I hope that we see y'all again on the pitch soon.
Well, and
Thank you.
before you guys leave, I just want to say, Ben and Colonel Ingus, watching you two guys come together, if you guys keep playing together, you are going to be a force to be reckoned with, hands down. Watching you two play was so much fun. Lots of energy, lots of acrobatics. Just you never knew what was going to happen. Some of the pass plays were absolutely spectacular. Whether or
Oh
not they
yeah.
went in the net was completely irrelevant. Style points, it was phenomenal, guys. You guys were just killing it. And then, Aeropilot and Kib, I mean, you could not ask for two completely different personality types on the field, but you found a way to make it work. And watching you two play together and how you had to play around each other and how you found a way to do that was so much fun. So, thank you guys. Really appreciate you all being a part.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing real quick. I have never been afraid of a Rocket League player so much like Dover. Like the dude was just all over the place. Beating me left and right. It was just I kept telling Kib, I was like, man, I'm scared. It was the sweatiest games, I tell you.
I'll tell you what, I'm scared of Kid
Yeah, same.
We
Yeah.
all are.
Even
Yeah.
though if
We
he's
all
not
are.
playing
Glad he was on
good
my
or
team.
bad,
Yeah,
just
seeing
his
Kib.
presence
Yeah, his
just makes it
presence was
scary.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
and
thanks again, guys.
one last thing. How about it for the guitars and the backgrounds of most of these shots?
Huh?
I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Good job, everybody. Well done. Well done. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Yep.
See ya.
Okay. And with that, we are now. Whoops. With that, we are now. I think ready to call it a day. Um, so, son, any last thoughts?
Well, it's a long day. I'm hungry. You know, my my blazer doesn't even match my shorts. I've been in here. My room doesn't have that great AC. But you know what? Worth it, baby. This was a great day. I'm ready to do it again already. Let's do it again.
All right, awesome. And with that, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. This is all just a lot of fun for us. You know, it's a small server. We just get together. We're all a bunch of friends. We just get together. We play Rocket League and we have a good time. Hopefully, you felt some of that coming through. Hopefully, you enjoyed the broadcast. Hopefully, you got some chuckles out of it. And again, Gold, I know you thought it was crap, but you still tuned in. So thanks for that. I appreciate you. And with that, everybody, have a fantastic day.